What is going on, everybody? Welcome into the virtual sanctuary of the St. James Show. I was eating some mixed nuts. Crazy. Do me a favor, everybody, on this wonderful late Saturday evening, almost Sunday on the East Coast. Hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber of the St. James Show. We are on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch tonight. All right, hit the like button wherever you're watching. Hit the like button for me and turn on your notifications. Share right now. Tell everybody that the virtual sanctuary is open. Join our Patreon, which is pinned in the comments section, and our exclusive YouTube membership throughout the night. If you would like to donate, $ ChurchSector, and also scrolling at the bottom, there are other ways to give. Hope everybody is having a great Saturday. Listen here, I am thirsty. I was over there at Nordstrom's today, and I saw this. You know, they put stuff at the checker. It's sparkling water with mint extract. I think it'll be okay. Let's see. I never had this one. Oh, what up my nose? It's good. I don't think there's any sugar or anything. Yeah, it's only 5 calories a can. It's a bargain to me. 5 calories a can. Wow. All right, who's in the sanctuary on tonight? Good to see everybody. I didn't set a goal. I'm gonna set a goal of 5 super chats. Let's see. We'll do it for that. And we're gonna do goals. Let's see who can help us reach our goal on tonight. Will you be so kind? Thank you so much. There, I set the goal in the chat. Who do we have? Hi, Yella. Hello from the B. Hey, what's up? Hi, Yella. What's up? You ain't over there watching that lip sync contest? Boy, oh boy, Dragons over there. Ooh, it was a rough start. It was definitely a rough start. Jacqueline's here, just being me. Pray, Era. Good to see you guys. What's up, Londa, Princess? Thank you for being members. All right, Jacqueline and D. Janelle. Mike Moore's in the building. Marcus Terry. He's walking. The monks that is walking around here, Richmond, Virginia. Oh, okay. Well, leave the monks alone. Let them do their thing. They've been bothering the monks. Mary's in the building. They've been over. Jesse's here. Do you want to be happy? Yes. Lovely 31 Blueprint. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. Thank you for. I am Courtney's in the building. She just went live. She was live before me. I am Courtney. Make sure you guys go over there and support all of our fellow content creators in this whole Black church sector. This stuff is carbonated. Thank you, Jacqueline, for helping us reach our goal tonight. Thank you, Bernard, Carrie Smith. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys for coming on through and helping me reach my goal. We're almost there. I'm just going live on Twitch. Ain't nobody over there. I want to build it up. You gotta start somewhere. You have to start somewhere. So we are live on Twitch. Yes, we are. What's up, Clarinda? Good to see you. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe. I appreciate you, even if you're watching the replay. Hit that like button for me and do subscribe. Hope everybody's had a great Saturday. My Saturday was cool. I didn't do much. I just purposely didn't do much. Purposely. But I did do a little bit of running around. Had to get a few things. But tomorrow is Sunday, y'all. Anybody going to church? Are y'all going to church tomorrow? If you go to church, Courtney, I need you to go to church, and this is going to be you. Don't forget your drink. And don't drop your drink while you're shouting. If you can hold your drink up in the club and dance and keep your drink with you, you can go ahead and keep your drink in your hand as you shout. Yes, that's what you do. Thank you so much, Chantel, for helping us reach our goal. We only need 2 more, and the goal is met. Voila. Look at that. Look at that. Appreciate you guys coming on through on tonight. It's been an eventful week, hasn't it? It seems like my timeline has been an obituary all week. Folks are just slipping away from here. Slipping away. What's up, Gospel Philomath? Good to see you. Let me do that. Is that okay? Still muted. I've been muting notifications. They still come through. I don't know what that's all about. Your church is online tomorrow, Lana, due to snow and ice. So I hear there is another really bad storm, right? I seen Brian Kahn was over there. Brian Kahn was over there in the snow in North Carolina. I guess it hadn't snowed in North Carolina in 10 years. That is wild. Miss Cruiser was over there in the snow. Everybody is in the snow. We are all virtual, even there. Oh, he's virtual too? Oh, he can't go. I know he's kicking himself. He can't even go to church. Ooh, I know your husband's tripping. The economy's down. People are slipping away. Yes, they are. Folks without homes living out in the streets. The drug habits, some say, they just can't beat. Muggers and robbers. There's no place really to be safe. But I don't know about you, but he's been my protection every step. I wish Uncle Tim would get them words. Uncle Tim, you've been going to City of Refuge for 20 odd years. You go to the church where the leader of the song is your pastor. And Uncle Tim, you still don't have them words, right? I was listening one day, he was just tragedies, something about a place. I don't know what he was talking about. 19 degrees in the part of J. Oh my goodness, it is like really cold. What is it here? Let me see what the weather is here in California. That's why I'm staying in California. I don't care what y'all talking about. 54 degrees. The high tomorrow will be 66. The lows will be 41. We got some fog, but we can deal with the fog and little earthquake. Shake up, every now and then we need those shaking up. He don't be knowing words for nothing. What's up, Pat Smith? Catherine Powell is up in here. Catherine Powell, you run around here correcting everybody. What you doing tonight, Catherine Powell? You ain't over there at the lip sync contest? They was over there doing. It's cold. It's 14 in Detroit. Oh well, I don't care. On tomorrow, Jesse, I don't care if it's 14. I don't care if it's 14 below. Y'all better go over there and take y'all cash over there to Detroit. Tomorrow is the day. Marvin would like, he is requesting of y'all 1 week's pay. Tomorrow is the day. First Sunday, y'all got Bishop Hines over there coming to preach, and he's taking, he don't want 1 day's pay. He don't want 2 days' pay. He wants 7 days' pay. And don't make history tomorrow by not bringing Marvin Wine is what he wants.
I, Roberta McCoy, giving faith and stand in unity with the vision of perfecting church, of sowing this seed of $1,000 plus $235 and receiving the blessings to come to all that participated.
Now that's only $1,200.
Yes.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna work on the other 800.
Well, that ain't what I asked you to do.
You say he gonna be doing this, Princess? Got him again. We got him again. We want to let you know, Perfecting Church, mañana is the first. Rent and mortgage is due. Rent and mortgage is due. Before you tally up your 1 week's pay, we just want to remind you tomorrow that is the first. Just saying. saying. Y'all listening tomorrow. You said make sure we listen. Y'all better make sure y'all listen tomorrow. He don't want no issues. All right. You said he can't get $7. He can't even get $7 from you, Roberta. They're asking you to stay home, Roberta. Roberta McCoy. They're asking you to stay home tomorrow. Feed your son, your grandson. You say some people's monthly pay ain't paying their bills, and you want a week. Yeah. Sacrifice for the Lord. 18 degrees in Nashville. My God. Sacrifice for the Lord. What's up, Setterboard? The no sacrifice, no reward. Y'all gonna get all them scriptures tomorrow. Better to give than to sacrifice. Oh, y'all getting them all. Will a man rob God? Woo, the scriptures are gonna be flowing tomorrow. You said Barbara would slap you if he was perfected. He wants it off the top. He wants it off the top. So don't y'all get in there tomorrow cutting up. The government, it is. Oh, yes, sure is. Government partially shut down. They can't make no decisions over there. Don't matter. Give me your 1 week's pay. You may not get the other 3, but give me your 1 week's. He don't turn them cam. He needs to show us that he's still getting that cash. I'm gonna be up like a crackhead in the morning, looking. Oh yes, I am. I'm gonna be up early. 35 degrees in Orlando. What's Orlando doing? 35 degrees. They were saying it was raining down. I mean, not raining, but like the southern part of Florida, they had some snow, right? Scaring them. Yeah, if you don't give them all, you're going to hell. Listen here, you're going straight to hell. It's too cold to go out. Well, you better Zelle your money in, Zelle, PayPal, GiveLaFly. They're taking it all over there in Detroit tomorrow. He wants us to, he wants us to look. He wants to see, listen here, care what y'all talking about. I can still get that cash. Care what y'all talking about. I ain't even got to give it to the IRS. Forget them too.
One thing about me, I'm going to make sure that y'all know that I ain't going to hell. I ain't going to hell. Y'all, I am not going to hell, but you are. I used to play college football, so I'm going to make sure to throw something at the musicians. God is doing something wonderful in me. Play. And if you don't fall out, I'm going to make you fall out. Why you ain't falling out? It's one thing that I just can't stand in this world, and that's a musician. Look at your neighbor, say neighbor, what in the world are you playing? Play the organ or something. I lay hands with power. I see you got a demon in you, but we gon' exorcise it. Oh! Do I speak in tongues? I'm glad you asked. Gandala a idelebeke akuna mataya. La zizi bakiki mapuki atulebe eskata. Gandala be ikuta zumza tum 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 sahor. Bikala tosh. Do you like my French toast? Mandala delawele akili kili adala wala alala ba under the bauna. Don't even get me started on Sister Kayla.
What if I fall asleep while praying? Do you think that still counts as intercession?
Now what that got to do with my message, Sister Kayla? You always come in with these crazy questions, got nothing to do with what I'm preaching on. But I'll answer it.
Listen here, Brian Kahn don't care nothing about that snow he was in today in North Carolina. Y'all need to be at the church house. And yeah, he hates music. He don't like you musicians. Tearing him up. South Florida, frozen iguanas are falling. Frozen iguanas? Lord have mercy. That is wild. Well, y'all go to church tomorrow. 100% accurate. The boy is always is. He got car down pat. That Sister Kayla is crazy though. She's a hoot. That woman was in Williams live. Said that's her pastor and she's sticking with him. She don't care what y'all talking about. That is her pastor, and she's sticking with him. Y'all hit that like button for me. Hit the subscribe button if you have not subscribed yet. You're just hanging around the sanctuary and you refuse to subscribe. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're on Facebook, hit the follow button. And if you're on Twitch, also hit the follow button over yonder as well. Okay? Y'all do that. So much has gone. I'm going to drop the link too. So prepare yourselves. If I have some folks that want to come up and talk about this week's occurrences around this crazy place. Tell you, it's been wild. It's been wild. And of course, we are mourning the passing of Lawrence Champion Blake Sr., who is the youngest son of presiding emeritus bishop or Bishop Emeritus presiding. I don't know which way it goes, but Bishop Blake Sr., who his son Lawrence battled cancer. He had wonderful stories of triumph and getting over the hump of some of his bad days dealing with cancer. But unfortunately, he did succumb to it a few days ago. So his funeral, his homegoing, will be on February 11th there at the West Angeles Church of God in Christ in the city of Los Angeles. So if you are planning to go, make sure, listen, if you're in the area, make sure everybody pack out that place, pack it out. I'm trying to see if I can slip away for a day. You know, I ain't got no time at work. I'm always gone. They go like, hey, you, I'm not coming for you no more. Nope. But I don't know. We'll see what goes on. But definitely February 11th. It is so touching to see his wife posting different things because, you know, she loves to post. She definitely loves to post stuff. So she's been posting on her social media. And I know this is a hit. He's only 54 years old. Only 54 years old. And my understanding, he was a grandfather. He was a grandfather, and they have I think at least 2 children, I'm sure. I want to say they have at least 2. They may have more or something like that, but not too sure. But we are praying for the Blake family. We really are. And I know there was discrepancies on, you know, people posting before. That's always an issue. You know, it's always an issue. Somebody gets upset because either a media posted before a blogger or somebody posted on their social media before the family. Everybody was calling me. Everybody was saying, I'm like, I know. But I just did not want to post it until the family said something. Other people posted it. That's their prerogative. I just wanted to show the Blake family some respect and just wait till they posted the official posting about it. And then it started getting posted by local news in Los Angeles. So I want them to take the brunt of it, before I post either family or the news or something like that, or the news, you know, the whatever, I think it was a newspaper or something like that in Los Angeles. They posted it. So I posted later on. But that's always a thing. You know, I don't fault people for posting stuff because TMZ, Shade Room, a lot of those other places don't ask the family before. But I think when we know who they are and you want to give them a level of respect, I think it's best that you just kind of hold out. You just kind of hold out before posting it publicly. If you got private things, if you have, that's different. But a public post, they have 3 children, 2 daughters and a son. Okay, great. Yeah, so 2. Y'all be so eager to produce my show. Y'all just chill out for a while. Chill out for a while. Y'all be putting stuff in the chat, and I'll be like, can I pluck this chicken? Can I pluck this chicken? You know, some other people would have said something else. But I said, can I pluck this chicken? Y'all subbies need to really stop doing that. And then there's one subby. I ain't gonna say no names, but they be in the chat. Somebody, the content creator say something. They gotta correct them on that. They gotta correct them on that. They gotta correct them on that. Oh, it was black, it wasn't blue. Oh, no. She came yesterday, not today. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. They said hi, hello, not hi. Some of y'all need your own channels so y'all can run amok. Tell everything you want to tell. Stop trying to produce our shows from the chat. Just sit there a minute. And I'm speaking for all content creators right now, because there's a lot of producers in the chats that are not being paid. Let us do this. Can we let us walk through the valley together? Can I lead you? Oh, you're a weary sheep that can't be led. Yeah, they need their own channels. We're going to support you. But these folks do that all. Do y'all see people do that in chats all the time? It's like, calm it down. We all have social media. We all have it. We all know what's going on. And I may not want, there's some things I don't like to talk about here. If you want to talk about it on yours, you go over there. And I know you don't mean no harm, but I'm bringing some awareness to you. Just helping I'm helping myself out, and I'm helping other content creators. Okay? Yeah. Superintendent Blake had a beautiful spirit and loved his church. It reminds me of his dad. Yeah, he really does. I wonder what is going to happen with Palm Lane Church of God in Christ now. Like, who's going to take over it? I don't know if I don't know if there was an assistant there. He was only there a couple of years or so, or about a year and a half. Correct me if I'm wrong. See, that's when you can correct us. When we say correct us if we're wrong, or if you know something, feel free to, put your answer in the chat. You may be wrong too, but you can put your answer in that. People just do way too much. You'll learn, Courtney. You'll learn as you keep going. There's gonna be people in your chat. They want to push your commentary. Calm down. Calm down. I'm not here to talk about everything related to Black church or everything related to pop. I don't do that. I'm not here for that. There's a lot of other channels that talk about more stuff than I talk about. Yeah. Some of these folks, this is what they do for a living. So we give it to them. We bow our heads to them. You go right ahead. Y'all stop trying to produce our shows. And of course, one of my favorite shows of all time, Sanford and Son. That's what we get, you jive turkey. Was it jive turkey on there? You fish-eyed fool. One time, Aunt Esther said the N-word, thought I would die. And old dummy, Fred Sanford. I guess you're going to tell me what his real name is. Fred Sanford is, we called it my dummy. Of course, Grady DeMond Wilson, everybody. Grady DeMond Wilson. He slipped on away from here as well. They said he was battling cancer, and they found him in his home in Palm Springs. So praying for the family. Let's see, 46. Okay, how old was he? You big dummy. That's what he used to say. Oh, yeah. But we love Sanford and Son. We really did. Let's see here. He was 79. Well, maybe, I don't know when his actual birthday is. Either 78 or 79 he was. So Barracuda. Yep. Call her a barracuda. Yep. What other sayings that we have? Oh my goodness, he used to talk about what was his name? Pedro from across the way. He used to talk about him so bad. 79. Okay. So he did have a birthday. Because I didn't know if his birthday was oh yeah, okay. I put in 79. Oh yeah. Yeah, so we are I tell you, my timeline was just like almost obituary. And then we poor Shy Roslyn, who is a content creator and friend of the show, she lost her mother. You know, she had been taking care of caregiving for her mother for a number of years. So God saw fit to go ahead and have her rest on today. So Shy Roslyn is mourning the loss, and her family's mourning the loss of their mother. So I did put a post up on the community wall on YouTube. So if you want to go and check that out, Fish Eye Food, there you go. Check that out. And we are praying for Shy Roslyn. And man, yeah. But God knows all about it. He knows. Who sung that? Where'd that come from? My producers in the chat. Come on. Give me some answers. He knows. Come on, Jacqueline. I know you know that. Come on now. He knows. Ooh. Elizabeth and Fred got their baby. Yeah, they did, Jesse. Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you, honey. I'm coming to join you. Come on, I'm waiting for my producers to tell me who sings He Knows. Whatever the problem is. Well, of course. You got a problem with that, Courtney? You got a problem? Do we have a Hawkins problem over here? Because we deals with all Hawkins problems over here. We get you right. I don't know what year that was, but it was a music and arts. It definitely was a music and arts deal. Hit the like button, everybody. Please hit the like button. The Grammys are here. Everybody. And we know there's been a lot of stuff going on. We had different tributes. I think they had a brunch in honor of Bishop Paul Morton. I know Joshua would have loved to have been there. You missed it, Joshua. Where's Joshua at? I figured he would be over there in LA at the brunch. There's a lot of different things going on. We had even a tribute from Billy Porter to Mariah Carey. Let's see a little bit of that. Billy. Yes. I stand so corrected. You know, sometimes I get my Hawkins mixed up, Shardy Shar. You're right. Love Alive 5. I think that's what it was. Billy. You know, I think some people just get passes just to, like, you know, you expect them to look a fool, act a fool. And I guess it's just okay. Why is he doing a tribute to Mariah Carey hollering like that? She should have looked at him like how she did Rudy Law. Was she horrible too? He was just screaming, just hollering, just hollering. Courtney, of course I'll play it for you again. You don't have to ask a second time. I guess he thought he just tore that up. That last baby. Y'all see me? Yeah, and we hear you, Billy. Horrible. Horrible. He gave himself a hernia. You know, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know why some people they get passes to really act a fool. I mean, we've heard him sing when he was in Pose and hit that last season, and he had a B Slade on there. He did some gospel and stuff. He sound good. Leave Mariah's stuff alone. Mariah, go call Brandy. Go call somebody else for that. Oh my goodness. He's channeling Karen Clark. They should have let Karen sing that. Oh, I guess she say, "Be my baby." I guess that wouldn't quite work. Mm-hmm. And he's singing one of her best songs, but she was mugging the good. My. Yeah, that was horrible. But the Grammys are going on, and yes, Candy Staten, 85, 86. I posted it on the community wall. She's nominated for a Grammy. That is really, really good. It'd be great if she could have grabbed one. I believe this. I don't know. Possibly this may be her first one. I didn't really read a lot into it, but when I saw her on there, I was like, "Wow, that is really good." That Candy Staten is nominated for a Grammy. So they also did a tribute to Kirk Franklin. All week, full week. So y'all hit the like button for me. I should at least have 100 likes right now. At least 100 likes. He said they're going to talk about him horribly. Armand Wiggins is already wearing him out. Yeah. What's up, B. Diana? Yeah, we tell all the truth here. Yeah. She has something out. I guess so. She been nominated. She got something. Let me see what Candy Staten got. Let me see what she got. Let me see. Candy. What was one of her past songs? My mom used to listen to her all the time. Because my mom, we was half whitewashed in my house. We used to love TBN and all that mess. Oh, she got a new All Hits Plus More. That sounds like a remake. Let me see. It's a 2025 album, but it sounds like a whole bunch of looks like a whole bunch of remakes. All the hits plus more. Oh, maybe it's the plus more that got her. She got all kind of stuff. Young Hearts Run Free, Nights on Broadway. Is all them gospel? Oh, maybe it's Well, I don't know what she's getting it for because I didn't look it up, and I don't feel like looking up all the Grammy stuff. Oh, Young Hearts Run Free. Okay. Young Hearts Running Free. All right. That was a 1976 hit. Okay. She has no Grammys, been nominated 5 times according to Google. I didn't know that she was still making music. Yeah. Yeah, she is. Yeah. I tell you. Mhm. Why you ain't played it? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Richard never won one either. Imagine Richard Smallwood not winning a Grammy. Imagine that. Mm. Billy sound a hot mess. Whew. All right, so Kirk Franklin also got nominated. What y'all think about this? What y'all think about this?
It is a great honor to be able to stand here and celebrate this moment with my amazing wife. I really thank you, Tammy. You are an incredible woman. And you have done the most amazing job of not only raising our 4 beautiful children, but also raising me. And so I am very grateful to you.
Do we have any ladies in the audience that have raised your husbands? Could you tell me how you did that? I'm just interested. How many ladies in the audience have been successful with raising your husbands? Courtney, did you raise your ex-husband? I need to know Lovie Heels. You better leave it. Lovie here talking about your heels. It's Courtney who did it. I don't know if you can see her. Lovie, if you watching in the background, that's she talking about your heels that Kirk borrowed from your closet. And then Danny want the boots. Dan want the boots. Okay, what y'all say? Kirk can dress. Whoever dresses him. You said you didn't raise your husband. How many, Londa, did you raise your husband? I need to know. I need to know who has been raising their husbands and was successful doing it. We need to get your book. We need to get you get some eyes on you. So what y'all think about that? Londa say she don't want a man, she got to raise. Not only did she raise her children, but Kirk said he raised her. Do we say a lot of that? I mean, do you think he says that kind of stuff just to make his wife happy? Or do you really think that he really thinks that his wife helped raise him? Minister Sharon said, He was just playing. Oh, we talking about the hill. He gonna get you. You said calling your spouse daddy and mama. That gets a little creepy too. Now, there's certain points in the relationship or in the actions where those words slip out. But in public, it's like that thing. If you ever look at why did I say that? TikTok. I was thinking about. Lord have mercy. You don't clip that. You ever look at TikTok and the parents are like recording when the mama said, "Hey, daddy, can you give me something to drink?" They be like, "Daddy?" That's kind of like where we are when we kind of listen to him talk about she raised him. He probably means helping him through. Well, we went through, yeah. Maybe he meant, so young, yeah. Well, John Gray did say the same thing because he was a 15-year-old boy in his mind when she got him, when he married Avatar or Venture, Adventance, whatever her name is. Yeah, he was a 15-year-old. You said he didn't be saying that. Just weird. No, I don't think he worded it wrong. I think he worded it the way he wanted it to be disseminated to us. You're not calling your husband daddy nowhere but it. Right. That's what I'm saying. So that's what makes those TikToks so funny when they be doing that in front of their kids. They be like, don't, because our minds automatically think that's something that should be talked about over there in the bed. Call me daddy. Call me daddy. I don't know if I call me mama. Call me mama. I don't know if that has the same effect. You know what I see? I see when they say call me mama, I see that fetish of, the man being in diapers, and y'all don't act like y'all ain't seen it. Y'all ain't, some of y'all ain't quite saved yet. Y'all done seen it. Man be in diapers, they role playing, mama. What Earl Carter say? Nasty. Little kid, big mama thing. I don't know about that. What Joshua say? Oh, is it Joshua's birthday? I had to raise several of them, but none of them are right. Joshua said he's in the business of raising females. He's in the business. Yeah. They've been married a long time. That's that Creed cologne. Your husband call you mama sometime? Okay, mama, mama, Okay. You only have one daddy. He was a picture. Don't get that twisted. Okay, all right. I ain't your mama. It's your birthday, Josh. Didn't nobody tell me nothing.
Because she's blessed. So right here, I want to say happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Come on, y'all, say happy birthday. Hey, Leah, I got another birthday over there. Say happy birthday.
Thank you, Leah Marie, for that wonderful, beautiful celebration. Happy birthday, Joshua. 90. Candace says she was out celebrating her grandmother's 95th birthday. That is amazing. 95 years. Man, black don't crack, I tell you. Yeah. That's Lisa Marie singing Happy Birthday. Man, that is great. That is really great. What's up, Josh Nichols? Yeah, that's really great. So happy birthday, Josh. Hope you stay saved. Are you yet holding on is the question. Hopefully you just went out and had a cigar and talked about the goodness of the Lord. Oh, look at the Pentecostals. They just, St. James, you so reprobate. They call me reprobate all the time. The 61 likes, so disrespectful. Y'all going to hell for that. You gotta go. I told you, disobedience as a witchcraft. You're a warlock. You're a witch. You won't hit the like button. So guess what? You go to the hell fire. You better hope Carlton Pearson is right. God rest his soul. and there ain't no hell. Because you are going to hell because you're disobedient. All I asked you to do was hit the like button. You refuse to do it. You got to go to the lake. Holding on like a man to his receipt. Listen here. Just hold on till you can't hold on no more, Joshua. Hold on, help is on the way, because you know they got help. They got help out there. Like Krista Rucker say, I got help. And she lost her mother. I told you my timeline was an obituary, you know. And I seen her mother last year when Crystal brought her something in the valley, praise in the valley, or whatever. She brings it to Bakersfield every year, to Bishop Kemp's church. And I went there, and she actually had her mother there. I remember seeing her mother there. I think her mother was there, and her aunts. A couple, either one or two of her aunts were there. They were in Bakersfield, so it was so good to actually see her with her mother, and she traveled with her when she could. So she loved her. She loved her. So I know this, taking it kind of hard, but you know what? In my mind, it's like, I always think about that. Do I want the time, even though they may be in pain, they may be suffering? Do you want the time with your loved one, or do you want God to just do like that so they don't have to suffer? They don't have to go through surgeries. They don't have to go through chemos and all this other stuff, dialysis and all that. I don't know. So what do you think in the chat? I don't know. I just kind of have a mixed feeling about that. I don't know. Am I the only one? Count me out. Okay. He wasn't listening to CL service. Oh Lord, he was listening to CL service sermons and Claire Ward while he had his cigar. He was. Either way, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I guess both ways is hard, but I always thought about, Lord, what do I want? And then I think about, if something happened to me, what do I want my family? What do I want them to experience? A quick one or a delayed, kind of watching me suffer type of thing. So I don't know. It's just something to think about. But we don't have any rule over that, but while we can just guess and think. He said, I can tell you this suddenly it's hard. So suddenly, you're saying that suddenly it probably way much harder. You don't want, and then Reformed Charismatic said they don't want them to suffer. No suffering, just set me free. Yeah, Uncle Paul, that's what I'm saying. I feel y'all. That's kind of on my mind, I don't know. It's a little bit of both. You want the time with them, but you also do not want them to suffer. Either way, it's hard to deal with. Yeah, you don't want a 3 a.m. call. Okay, and those are the what, when your phone rings at a certain time, like 3 a.m., you never want that. I just don't want that, All of it is hard. Yeah, it's God will, however, don't want to suffer, therefore don't believe it will. Yeah, so I don't know. It's just something to think about. Hit the like button for me, everybody. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you hit the subscribe button for me on here, and also the Black Church Sector channel. Hit that one, and also St. James Eats. We have a lot going on over here. Follow me on Instagram, The St. James Show, and St. James Eats, and on Facebook, The St. James Show, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, The St. James Show. What are we on? Twitch. Yeah, they're over there too. Yeah. Pull the plug on me every time. Oh, Jesse, you're so loving. You're so sentimental, Jesse. You ought to, do some classes, grief counseling classes. You be the teacher, Jesse. You be the teacher. It was suddenly and very hard for me. Yeah. So as I said, I don't know if there's a easy way with that. Joshua said, I told mine I don't want to suffer. If doctors can't end it, Jesus. Get a pillow. Oh my goodness. Then will they go to hell for killing you? You're thinking about your family going to hell, Joshua, for putting a pillow over your face? That might get them to the lake. Don't help them go to hell. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. What's up? The outspoken one done creeped on in here. Well, God bless you, sir. Thank you for, oh, ma'am. Thank you for coming over, Diana. Londa, don't tell him nothing. What'd he say? Put in your healthcare director. Well, that's true. Yeah. They'll put a plug on you if you put on your directive. What's up, Erica? 2 more hours is my birthday. We just sung your birthday song. We may have to sing it again a little bit later. 2 more hours. Thank you for the gifts of laughter. Oh, I'm over. I'm filling you up. Filling you up. Thank you for your support. And I hope you have a beautiful and blessed birthday. I know you will. I ain't gonna hope for it. I know you will. So let's talk about Don Lemon, okay? So old Don got arrested. Feds went and picked him up. They said he was over there aggravating that church over there and keeping them from worshiping. So they done found something to figure out to go pick him up. Now, wouldn't nobody sign off on it now? No judge, no magistrate, as they say. Would nobody sign off on it, but they still went over there and got him. So my question is, what is going on in the black church? You know, the black church, I ain't even talk about the Caucasian evangelicals. We know which way they swinging. All those Christian nationalists and all that. But, you know, we got some black Christian nationalists running around here. We got the Wootens of the world, the Earl Carters of the world. You know, I was listening to Earl yesterday, and Earl Carter vexed my spirit. I was like, Earl, are you this crazy still? Are you literally this off? That's to sit here. I'm going to let y'all listen to what he said. I'm going to let him listen. It's the face of food that's going to backfire on this administration, as we taxpayers will hold the dime because he's getting paid. Oh, okay. All right. So you against Don Lemon? Are you with Earl? Are you? Let me read this again. Don is the face of foolishness that's going to backfire on this administration, and we as taxpayers will hold the dime because he's getting paid. I don't think you like Don. No. Okay. A lot of foolish. Okay, Wooden is just an opportunist that has a church full of cult members. Oh God. Oh, they pick up Don in Georgia and still haven't arrested the agents who actually took the lives. Oh, let's listen to what Earl has to say about that. I'm telling these people are sick. These people are nuts, and they hide it all behind Jesus. Oh, you with Don? Okay, all right. Yeah, he said he with them. No, we don't block people. There ain't no blocking over here. So let's listen to what Earl Carter has to say.
Just zero in on the question. Is Trump God's man for now? Is he the man? Is he being used of God, or is he being used of the devil? There's no neutrality. And if you for me, you're not against me. And if you're against me, you're not for me. There's no neutrality. Trump, I heard that he wanted everybody to have a Bible. He wanted Christians to be able to worship God, and he wanted the prayer to be back in the schools, and he wanted the country to pledge allegiance, and he's against abortion. He's against abortion, and the Democrats, they're talking about how many people have been killed by ICE and how many will be killed by ICE, because that fella that just got killed, come to find out that he brought it on himself.
Ain't this crazy talk? This is the church. This is the pastors. This is the people. He brought it on himself. This is why I questioned, one of the reasons why I questioned Bishop Sheard bringing Earl Carter back into his pulpit. Because as we know, Bishop Sheard was with Kamala. Bishop Sheard was with, wanting her to get in. And it's really not, I'm not really getting political here. I'm just trying to figure out, where does the Black church stand? Where does the church stand, excuse me, with all this that's going on? In my opinion, this was one of the strongest reasons why Earl Carter didn't need to be in that pulpit, for his rhetoric that he's spewing. Oh, he gets worse. It gets worse. And I did speed it up. Let me speed it up some more. He talking too slow for me. Let me see. Let's do 25. No, I did 25. We're going to do 50 because he talking too slow. Woo!
And he was a radical, I'm talking about violent person. And it ended up being shot to death. Precipitous. He brought it on himself.
And
the young lady, she was radical. And she brought death on herself. You see, you can become so emotional until you're not reasonable. And Warnock. Acting like he was crying. Oh, come on, man. What about the babies? What about the millions of babies that have been slaughtered?
They always go back to abortion. They forget the people who are just taken out of here for no apparent reason. They always, I was under a pastor who did this mess. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was on, that was on, I'm looking at some on Twitch. We had some pastors who did this mess that I was under. Whenever their excuse for backing this administration is abortion. They always go back there. It don't matter. He said Warnock was over there crying. He ain't done. Keep yourself away from one. Wait a minute, right? He's a lunatic in the White House. And do you hear the stories that the DOJ are dropping from these files? Do you hear these stories, y'all? Homosexuality and abortion. That's all it goes back to.
What about them? What about how many will be slaughtered because of abortion? And you crying about these protesters that's precipitous, bringing stuff on themselves? What about who's crying about them babies? Well, let me get back to my short, laconic answer.
Yeah, hurry up.
That brother, yeah. Oh, Don Lemon, rather.
Get it right.
He's in jail. And you say Don Lennon no, for prison. That's right. Don Lemon. He wants to be a martyr. He wants to be a hero. And he's seeking relevance. He's no longer relevant. He got fired from CNN. And he's seeking for relevance. So he'll try to find a story somewhere.
And this is just a story. It's just a story, y'all. You know, martial law is pretty much being initiated, but it's just a story. And all Don is doing is trying to, and you know, the thing about it, Don's gay. Don got a white husband. That's where the buck stops. We turn it back to the babies. Just turn it back to the babies, and everything will be fine. Oh no, don't put that word in there though. We can't put that word. Don't put that E word. You just put the files. The files. Just say the files, because YouTube stopped that from coming through. That means you had to be very strategic on how we present this stuff, because it'll pick it up.
That promotes his promote his program. He's a podcaster. They say Donna Lemonade.
Now he calling her Donna, calling him Donna.
See, God will make you a caricature. He will make you a joke. He's a worldwide joke. I had a gift for him, but I'm restrained. I don't want to deal with expression without regression.
Yeah, you
I don't want to be
Mr. Blake.
All right, a person that just do just what they feel like doing.
But you know what? He did all that horrible stuff to Bishop Blake and his family and other people, and he don't see how God whipped his behind. God whipped his behind. Took, in my opinion, took one of the most precious things from him. And he's still over here cutting up. And you're right, Nicole, Don Lemon make more money sleep than this man has made all year. Yeah, he called him a fruit punch.
I want to have self-control that I should not bring that gift out. But the gift has to do with hygiene and hygienical convenience if he goes to prison.
Oh, boy. He know how to flee.
I don't want to go any further because you people are smart and you all can read between the lines. So I don't want to give that gift.
Scubala!
Because he's going to need that gift if he goes to prison. But I don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. I promise to be nice, but I do deal with
his teeth are slipping away.
Righteous indignation. And so the question was posed to this pastor, and I think he was so absolute. I mean, he was absolute.
I wanted to get to one.
Or if they call you a coon, he said, I don't care what they call me. And he's like me. Listen, you're not going to take my freedom. All right. My people died, shed their blood for me to have freedom. And you're going to take.
But the thing about it, so they're saying that, but he didn't have freedom to go and to interview folks to protest. Now, I mean, you can have your opinion. My opinion is, I'm not sure if I agree with, don't get crazy, y'all. And you know what? I just don't want to look no more at him. My bad. I don't want to see him no more. Don't cancel me, y'all. But my opinion on Don Lemon going into the church, I might be standing alone here, but I really didn't like the fact that he went in to the church. I don't care what kind of church it is. I don't care, because I think had it been our place of worship and the news coming into our place of worship, I think we would have had an issue with it. I understand the circumstances around it, how the Iceman, leader goes to that church and all that, but I don't think Don should have went in the church. All right. Okay. Some of y'all's with me. Okay. I like that. Yeah. Okay. And I think that's where we went off. Yeah, he's talking about his freedom, but those other freedoms are the administration is trying to take the freedoms away. But Earl Carter's a whack job. And he's calling, and what pisses me off about this, because further on in that clip, in that video, he calls Don Lemon a pervert. And you know why he's calling him a pervert? Because he's an openly gay man. He's a pervert. Now, all the other perverts in the church, all the other perverted pastors, apostles, bishops, prophets, all them perverted ones who do threesomes and all that other stuff that that Earl would call perverted. Earl would say that Brian Carn having threesomes is perverted. But he's not going to talk about him in that way. He's just going to slap Carn on the wrist, but he's going to demonize Don Lemon because the man is gay. And everything rises and falls on abortion. with these type of church people. The best thing they can, I think that's about the only thing they probably could make stick is the trespassing, because I believe you have and the press should have their right to freedom of press, freedom of speech, and that type of thing. But actually going into the church, if you want to interview them as they come out or what have you, that's different. My opinion was they shouldn't have went inside the church. So possibly they can, maybe a trespassing thing. It still no reason to go get him up in the middle of the night out of his hotel room and haul him down to LA County Jail. Absolutely not. Say when he's thrown out, when this is thrown out, he's going to say that, God, the wicked has won. That's what he's going to say, Nicole. The wicked has won. You said the charges are going to stick. Trespass is a federal crime and no state judge would sign off on the warrant. I think you meant the charges are not going to stick. Yeah. Well, now the press has been known to go inside churches before. Well, I in my opinion, that still doesn't mean I don't think they should. I don't think the press should go inside church unless invited into the church. Like we've called the press in for events that we're having, but that's an invite. I don't think you should, especially in this time where they were going over there to the leader of the ICE, and that was his church, and he wasn't even there that day. So, I mean, there was very different circumstances of just going into the church to interview. They went in there with a plan. And I like I said, I think it should have been done outside. They're not charging him with trespassing. Well, they probably not. They're charging him with some other stuff. But if anything, I can see is just trespassing would be that. Yeah. Aren't going to. Okay, that's what I thought you meant, Alex. You just didn't type it that way. Okay. You done for, they might get couple years for. Well, my thing is, but what is it? January 6th? Didn't he exonerate them folk? But you go pick up Don? But you have people like Earl Carter backing this foolishness. And my thing is, Earl, this is about your only church, this online. You got about who church is bigger, yours or mine? I think his is bigger right now. Earl, he been around here a little longer than me. He started in 2014. Earl, I got more members than you, Earl. You only got 22,000. I got a mega, you got a mini, Earl Carter. I got 26. Exactly. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's 4 more thousand members than you, Earl. I think this is all what you're going to be at, Earl. Josh Church bigger. No comparison in the mind. No, but they don't see that. They don't see the insurrection. They don't see none of that. All they see is these people going up against their narrative. Listen, I would not suggest. There's other ways for us to protest. And what I saw Minneapolis do, or Minnesota do, that was great. The whole city was pretty much, because that was going crazy over there. So, that group, they can't really come in and throw everybody away. They can't really regulate all of that. But I would say stay out of the churches. Stay out of the churches. The way your mother skipped Sundays out. They're just trying to use Donna as an example. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all they're doing. And that's all they're doing. But again, it just grieves me when I hear people like Wooden and Carter of the Black church, and who has a voice that people are listening to, whether they want to listen to them or not. They're pretty much shoved down our throats around here lately, that they are okaying what this administration is doing. and called themselves still preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ, the gospel of love, the gospel of inclusion, the gospel of everybody is somebody with Jesus. He went to the well and he said, "Come on, ho, you all right?" He did a lot of stuff. And then they get on the pulpit and they separate everybody, and then they seal it with abortion. That's all they do. They seal everything with gays and abortion. And that's okay. And then the members just sit there and amen it. I'm going to Wooden Church. Well, you go over there. You go over there, Jesse. Be our correspondent. Now, if you want to interview people, you go outside. If you want to go have church, sit down and take notes. Well, them people gonna know who you are. They'll know who you are. Betty Wiz getting years in prison for blocking her. There's still got 5 people in the church. Y'all want to tussle? I think they were very strategic, Shardy, where they went. You don't want to. Well, Wooden say you come up in his church, it's gonna be good night, Irene. That's what Wooden say. So you may not want to go over there to Wooden's church. He said that they're over there packing. I was listening to the Dr. Blue the other night. Excuse me. She was over there talking about how the ushers over there at Amos Church, the old Amos Church in L.A. San Francisco. Them ushers are packing, and they want you to see it. They want you to see it. What's up, Mark? Don't fall for the trap, Jesse. Listen here, Jesse. You better not go over there. Spews hate. When it's a tide. No, they don't see the hate, though, Dan. They don't see the hate. They see that what did he open up with? Is dump God's man, appointed man. They believe this stuff. Just because he's faking like he cares about unborn babies and he cares about prayer in the school. Tell him when he said 1 Corinthians and stuff and upside down Bible, that man don't care nothing about that. But they're hanging their hat up on that. I'm like, you crazy. And I don't understand how they do, how they're getting away with it. And everybody said, well, Bishop Sheard ought to do it. Bishop Sheard can't really do nothing about these folks like that. He really can't. I mean, he can't. Well, he didn't have to have Carter in his pulpit. That's what he didn't have to do. But he can't tell. What the Church of God in Christ needs to do is keep Wooden out of that doggone off that board. But you see, he was the 13th man. He almost slipped in. And imagine the ruckus and the katuckus that man will create in the Church of God in Christ if he gets on that board. The man don't care nothing. He don't care nothing about God. They don't care about God, Joseph, Moses. You'd think the preachers would know the difference between Christian nationalism and the Christianity of Christ. It's like they've blocked it out. They've totally blocked it out. These folks are not Christ-like. They're not running things like Christ. They don't have the mind of Christ. Yeah, he admires that man. They think very highly of that pervert. Do y'all see the files? You see the new files? But I still got to speak the truth. Yeah. It's crazy. Everything rises and falls on abortion. People were protesting and they were aggravating and they brought it on themselves. You heard what Carter said. Them folks brought it on themselves. The woman in her car brought it on herself. This nurse that brought it on himself. These are our leaders saying this. These are leaders saying in God's church. The protesters brought, because they don't want innocent people just to be unalived for no reason. They're hauling off people that are American citizens. Don't fight it. Just obey. Don't protest, because you're bringing it on yourself. Only 100 likes, huh? We're not even at 100 likes? Oh, Jesus. He said, I'm cold because I'm disillusioned. And it's not about a denomination, to tell you the truth. These are just two particular ones that, especially in the Pentecostal movement. And I think that's where we have our most dogmatic, is in the Pentecostal. Well, not really. It seems like the black seems to be in the more Pentecostal, but the evangelicals in the white area, Assembly of God, them kind of folk, Assembly of God, Church of God in Christ, same thing. But yeah, but usually in the Pentecostals are really, because our Baptist brothers are generally social activists. Our preachers, they kind of go with the social activist type of thing. Maybe it's because of Martin Luther King. I don't know. But it seems to me that the more Baptist preachers are swayed towards the social justice type of deal. Do what that orange one does over the pulpit. That's correct. That's correct. It's really disgusting, embarrassing. Yeah. And I don't see how people even go to these churches. I told you, I got out of that church. And I love the man to death. I think he was a nice man. He treated me well at the church. They paid me well at the church. But I couldn't listen to that. That pandemic opened the eyes of many of us, and it showed us the leaders that we were following. It showed us the leaders that wanted to obey and act like the pandemic wasn't real or it was gone. When my pastor started not telling the truth about leaders in the church sick with the vid, talking about they just at home with a cold, and come to find out, no, they're at home. The whole family's been stricken because we won't take a step back. And you're listening to this orange man saying everything is fine. And we know that everything wasn't fine. But when they start lying to have service, it's time for me to go. And then when I was sitting there, it just started talking more and more and more about transsexuals or transgender people, and the bathrooms and the babies. I was like, oh my goodness, what else can we preach about? When I go back to church, I'm gonna be Baptist. You do that, Jesse. Our Baptist brothers are preaching against the administration every Sunday. That's why I ease up on Jamal Luther the King Jr. Let him go over there and let Warnock do their thing. Let even Kevin Johnson over there at Abyssinian. Don't tell him to do that. Say that. Don't tell him I said that. Let them do their thing. At least they're not using the pulpit to push this administration's agenda. First AME, all right. Yeah, the AME people too. They good. They do that. You said church that I grew up fellowship with, spiritual loves that orange one, and they are black. To this day, he can do nothing wrong. So they're gonna a blinded eye to all the files, huh, Mark? All the files, they're just gonna have a blinded eye to it. They're not gonna pay attention to it. Okay. All right. Okay. Whatever you say. There's the link if anybody wants to come up and talk about any of the topics that I talked about today. Or this is the time if you would like to bring up something relevant that I didn't bring up, that's not going to take us into some crazy direction, that you can bring it up. Yeah. But, we have to, appreciate at this point, even I was kind of hard on one of the preachers here in my city, because he's always doing the, kind of the social justice. And we got to admit, a lot of these guys, not a lot, but some of these guys are really pushing their own agenda when it comes to social justice as well. You got to watch them too, because a lot of them want to be politicians. They want the big money. They want the clout. They want the prestige. So they want to be politicians. So you got to watch. You know, there's a line over there. There's a line. We love the social justice, but are you really being social justice, you know, for the right reason, not for your own good? Yeah, Warnock is already a senator. Yeah. And he's already a senator. You know, that's great. We expect him to do that. And a lot of churches, a lot of people like churches like that. Me personally, I don't. That's just me personally. Not saying that those churches are wrong or they're we need those type of churches in our community, but that's just not a church that I want to go to, because I want to hear more than just what's going on, right? Because I can see that every day. Speak to it, but there's actually more to push us through this life. Because if we dwell on this stuff a little bit too long, we got to be aware. But if we dwell on it, I think we will lose our focus and what God has our life, where what he has planned for our individual lives. We love social justice, but bring us back to that, you know, you gotta know, you make sure we're not missing the true gospel. You feel like social justice is politicking. Well, a lot of times it is. Not especially when they're trying to get somewhere. A lot of times it is. Yeah. Reverend John said he is not scared to speak openly about it seems like he's been pretty vocal over there. I've been listening. He's been pretty vocal over there. And again, but that church, Abyssinian, is a civically, you know, established church. That's just who they are. So we expect that from churches like Ebenezer, where Warnock is, and Abyssinian. We expect that. So we gonna give Johnson and Warnock they're right? Courtney, you're on mute.
Listen,
there you go.
I'm sorry. Y'all
before we go there, I know that you guys are have a great show. You, Josh, and Jesse is coming on Monday night. And this is the stuff that we need, everybody. We need the Black church, the Black church sector. Not only talk about what's going on in the church, but how are we affected by things that are going on around us? How is the church affected, and how the church can be affected?
That's right.
Go ahead. What was your thing?
I'm sorry, y'all. Don't crucify me in these comments, but
well,
don't give me no social justice church. Listen.
Okay. You don't want it.
No, but they serve a purpose, but we have to redefine what purpose they serve now, because it was great for the civil rights movement. But now the only no, I was about to say the only one that really has a strong voice is Jamal with Newburgh.
You said the only. That's
no. Yeah, I had to take it back. I'm taking it back.
Okay.
I'm going to say,
I would say there's one of the strong voices of this time, in that is Jamal.
For sure. Him, Freddie Haynes. My boo, what's his name? He's up north. Light-skinned fella. It'll come back to me. He went viral for something he preached, and he was very what is his name? It's not Watson.
Okay.
But John Wesley Howard or something like that.
Oh, the little short guy. I know who you're talking about. Well, yes. He might be tall, but he looks short. I don't know. I know who you're talking about. He's a good social justice guy.
Yeah. So
how about Pastor Moss? Yeah.
Yeah, Pastor Moss, absolutely.
Otis Moss.
So yes. But why does it seem like it doesn't hit, those type of churches do not hit like how they used to during the civil rights days?
because I think the directive is a little shady sometimes right now. I think, like someone said, there's politicking, a lot of politicking going on with the message. So it's not a clean message in a lot of these churches. It's not a clean social justice message, because the clean social justice message should always point you back to the cross and not to some other agenda that you may have planned for your career.
Well, now wait a minute. Let me say this. I think that social justice, and of course you all will correct me, but I think it was more so pointing people in the direction of doing something in their community.
Yeah.
To incite change and make a difference, and to be able to push the cause of the movement along. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah.
So I think that's why I say I don't like just strictly social justice churches, because I do want Jesus.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe if you could give me a good blend.
Yeah, I talked about, another church that I was a part of, and he didn't talk about nothing. He didn't talk about the knee, the knee on the neck. He didn't talk about everything that was going on at that time. He didn't, because we had a mixed congregation, a lot of Caucasian people. He didn't want to knock any feathers. He didn't want to have that money adjusted. That's my opinion. So there's a balance that you have to have that he didn't have. So, I don't need you to talk about this every Sunday, but you need to speak to the matters of the people that you're shepherding.
Excuse me 1 second. What was said 23:14? Show yourself, because that means you know me some kind of way. But go ahead.
I didn't even see that. Oh, okay. I don't. Oh, what was said?
I didn't mean to interrupt the service. I just saw that. but
it's good that sings alto. She's a beast. Oh, you a beast on the mic. Oh, they know. Well, what
I have not sang.
What can't you do in the church court? I told you.
Don't do that.
Trustee hospitality.
That's the next step. Is trustee. That's the next step.
Yeah, listen here. Yeah, you don't want to see what's going on with that money. Make sure everything is good. Good. Yeah. These pastors should be holding community meetings along with city leaders. Yeah, because I think that's the thing. When you can direct your congregation to actually get into action by going to town halls, by hosting them. But my thing is, on Sunday morning, it's not the rally for social justice, in my opinion. Sunday morning is the rally for a closer walk with thee, and a rally to really make sure that your life is in the right direction, so you don't get off by what's going on around us. So there is submit and be quiet.
Submit and be quiet. I'm finna tell your church up. Now you had 2 members. Now I'm finna take them and start my own church.
No, submit, pay your tithes, and be quiet. That's what Josh wants you to do. Yeah. I want to hear he got up. Somebody better say he got up with all power one of these Sundays here. I mean, you took to run around, leap, do something. It shouldn't always have to be. Listen, I've heard social justice preachers blend it together, get the church going, and everybody is, everybody's good. But you know and I've heard it was just straight social justice,
I haven't, of course, Josh is going to correct me here. I haven't heard too many Jesus messages from Martin Luther King.
Yeah, well, I can't say that I have either. We can always stand corrected,
Oh,
But
Josh will correct us now. You already know.
but me personally, I can't say that I have. I'm sure
I
they're
haven't
out
heard
there.
like
Mm-hmm.
Jesus messages. Nope, I'm gonna take that back. I was about to say Jesse Jackson, but that's not true.
I've heard Jesse actually talk about the death, burial, and resurrection.
Yeah, because
I heard him preach that thing one day. Yeah. Preacher in the family. Daddy King was the preacher in the family. So Martin Luther King's father. Mm-hmm. They didn't have cassette tapes then. Well, they sure had some tapes they were showing that letting Coretta listen to. The reason why we're ignorant because we are not fed knowledge. The whole message don't have to be about social, but insert of it. Yeah. That's what I'm
now I
saying.
agree with that.
It's about giving knowledge and not check this out, and not just building us in a way where we are so anti everything. We are going out there and we're being really I would say just not smart in our protests. Because if you just hammer, then everybody think that they're suffering for Jesus's sake. And no, you're really not. You're being trained to fight. You're being trained to, not adhere to administration, even though we know I'm not saying it's like my mayor here in the city he got some backlash on Martin Luther King Day because he was saying, do what ICE asks you to do. And people in the community took that as he's supporting ICE. And what he was saying, no, I don't want you to, no, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I don't want to see any lives lost here in the city. So there's a way, there's just, he wasn't supporting them. But but when you're taught in either over the pulpit that everything, just don't listen, fight, that's going to be the death of you, probably.
Saint
So there's a fine. I'm just saying, Courtney, there's a line there that we have to not bow down. Absolutely not. But we have to use wisdom with these people because these folks are dumb.
Wait, go to the chat. So Josh said Dr. King wasn't that kind of preacher. There were rumors that he didn't even believe in God like we do. And then LL Lewis said MLK believed in Jesus and core beliefs of Christianity. Don't start that Chad O. Jackson lies.
Oh, somebody else is spewing that propaganda.
Right.
This Chad person. King's friend, C.L. Franklin, and Gaudier C. Taylor were the best preachers. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And what I'm saying is not to take away from him at all. Mm-hmm. We will forever honor his legacy. And
it's just something that because we've heard I Have a Dream.
Yes.
We've heard, specific messages, but we didn't have the pleasure of being a member of Ebenezer.
That's right.
So we haven't heard anything outside of I Have a Dream or some of the other ones that didn't speak to Jesus.
But let me say this though. Let me say this. If my leader does not lightly touch on what's going on in the community, like you said about that other pastor, that's a problem for me.
It is a problem. It's a problem. It's a big problem, especially
you should speak.
He was black too. Yeah, we had a mixed congregation, but he was black. He black.
My mom said that. I'm not gonna call this pastor's name. Well known in Atlanta, has not spoken up about from the start of the election. Said nothing. Even up to today.
You talk about Keon.
No. But here's why. Because his mentor is Kenneth Copeland.
Well, I mean, what else can you say? And he black, and his mentor was Kenneth. Yeah, well, yeah. So that's expected.
Pastor Howard John Wesley, that's his name, and he does strike a great balance. I love his teachings.
I think the preacher is trying to be careful because of separation of church and state. They don't want to influence you.
There is no such thing.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
We want it to be a such thing, but there's no such thing.
There's no that because the evangelicals get in the pulpit and spew their way all the time.
All the time.
And we go with it. A lot of people go with it. So I don't know.
Sharp. I ain't saying, but I'm just saying. And when she
I was going to say that one, but I was thinking Houston and not Atlanta. But
well, you know, he has a church here in his he has a satellite campus.
Oh, does he? Okay. Yes. Well, that makes sense. I mean, I totally understand that then. And no, he's not going to speak on it. He's not going to speak on it. He may not even believe in none of it, but he ain't going to speak on it against it.
That's okay. Let's talk about this. It is very challenging, and my pastor didn't have to get up and say, "Hey, I'm voting for thus and such." She didn't have to do that, but she alluded, and that was good.
Yeah, I think all preachers have done that. Like I said, I grew up in a church.
Not all of them.
Well, a lot. Well, some of them do that. I would say I've heard that happen. Like I said, I grew up in a church, and we used to sing at Right to Life events. And we just clapping. I'm just directing, and I not knowing, and I wasn't really into the politics like that. Not knowing that my pastor was a straight up Republican, and he was black.
But you
taking the choir to sing at Right to Life stuff.
But let me say this, and I was going to say this on tomorrow, but I mean on Monday. But
it's still plenty to talk about on Monday.
For sure. At one point in time, it was okay to be Republican. I feel like saying I voted for one of the Bushes. I think I voted for the Sun.
Yeah.
It was okay. Your character wasn't called into question when you were Republican. But when you say you're a Republican now,
it's scary.
Based upon who you voted for and the hell that we're going through.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I am questioning your character. I am questioning your moral fiber. And yes, I have blocked and stopped talking to people. It's that serious.
Yeah.
Because you cannot make sense outside of this abortion piece and the transgenders using the bathroom.
They hang it up on those two things. They hang it right on up.
It is not, even at that, it is not logical. And you call yourself voting your beliefs?
Yeah.
But look at what is happening right now. And if you are a Republican and you say, you know what, my vote was wrong because he steered y'all in the wrong direction, even though Stevie Wonder could see it. No disrespect. But you can say, okay, you know what? I thought he was gonna come in here and just
the first time fooled a lot of people. The first time it was the kind of Republican that the Republicans thought they could be proud of. I'm independent, so I just go either way. But they thought they could be proud of voting for him the first time because it was this new. We're going to have this new Republican Party, and we're no longer politics. The regular man is going to run the country, and look where we are the second time. Yeah.
So if you come back, if you come out and say, you know what, I was wrong. I thought it was going to be this way, but it wound up being that way. I will give you the benefit of the doubt on that. But outside of that, if all you can say is, I voted for him because of abortion. Transgenders being able to not being able to use the bathroom.
I don't even talk to those kind of people. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear. You got to give me something else than that. You have
nothing else.
Right. And
you have no piece of legislation that you can say will best suit the people, for the people. Let me tell you something. I have certain core beliefs that I do not talk about on this platform, but it doesn't matter. I am for everyone having rights. Everybody being able to have a right.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, people got to admit, some people, you did it the first time, but boy, you was, at least you're admitting I was wrong. You know what? At least you were admitting that, because a lot of people, like I said, I knew a pastor who was this pseudo social justice on the pulpit, Courtney, and that same year voted for Orange Man, but was promoting.
But I think too, a lot of that has something to do with money.
It does, and we understand. Well, say that. Don't say them other two. Don't say the gay and the abort. Don't say that.
But I'm gonna say this too. If you voted for him just to keep your pockets tight,
go ask the farmers what were they doing as they jumping off of rivers. And
I question your leadership. I question your judgment.
Yeah,
and I will stand on that.
Yeah. You have to think about that, their leadership. You do.
I question that.
Yeah.
Because you cannot make it make sense. And people, let me get off that. So
learn your lesson. And I love it. I love the fact, because I want people to vote for whoever they want, but own up to it. Just own up to, I'm not saying you have to tell everybody, but really have that talk with yourself. Ooh, I did it wrong. I don't think I did the right thing. And then start moving in a direction where you're not supporting foolishness and you're not hanging up your everything on those two items. Boy, I tell you, I swear these people, I'm convinced that all this rhetoric about gays and trans and all this other stuff, these folks have some history with it or some present with it.
You heard,
I have to say it. It's just,
you heard what they
hung
said.
up on it.
You heard what they said when they go to the Republican convention. That app that
app, they said the servers go down. The servers go down. But that's what I'm saying. And these are the folks that are spewing all of this, and they think that they're lying on the known. No, it is what it is. What do we generally find out later on? Oh, that senator was with him, and that senator was with that. Now the lesbians just slide under the carpet.
No pun intended. Shut up, St. James.
But we've been finding about all the others, the grinder apps, all that. I mean, but they're fighting for that, like Earl Carter. The babies. Earl.
Does Earl Carter still have a church
at his house? No, he doesn't have a brick and mortar. Right. It's the Eddie Long syndrome. Well, Eddie, give me the candle. Let's march. No gays. We're in the parade.
Oh, why he did that? Okay, I got this. I love Bishop Long. Don't do that, but
he did it.
But he did. I didn't think
it is the Eddie Long syndrome.
But now I'm thinking about, like, why did he do that?
Yeah. And of course, they got to be in the closet because of the rhetoric that they're spewing. They have to be, because they can't say, all of them going home from Washington to their men. The lesbian going home to their woman. But they can't, say that. That's what they hate. That's what they talk about. Yvette Flunder and Bishop O.C. Allen, having the forums and videos. And it's like, y'all need to quit worrying about who these folks are sleeping with and start worrying about all this injustice that is going on all around. These folks are trying to, love people into the kingdom, trying to keep people's minds right with social justice. while they're around being talked about that they're perverts and disgusting.
No,
And
I'm gonna do you one better. I'm gonna do you one
Mm.
better. While y'all worried about people's sexuality, you need to be worried about what's going on, the abuse that's taking place inside of the church.
Right. But they
You
don't
need
want
to
that.
worry about how many pedophiles you have in leadership in the church.
Right.
See, we worried about the wrong thing. You worry about people's beds when you need to be worried about what's going on in your church.
Yeah.
Period.
But they're so worried about all this other stuff, and that's the wildest part to me. And I just don't. I don't. Yeah, I just don't. The head of CBS is lesbian, and she is a stone cold Republican.
I mean,
yeah, well, there's a lot. That's what I'm saying. It's the fact is we know that. That's just life. That's what people choose to love. That's just what happens. But they're treating this stuff like it's the moral compass that they don't even own. They ain't got a compass in their pocket.
And my thing is this to Rodale Phillips. Sin is sin. Sin is sin, and it's all in the same cup, baby. It don't matter if you're saying, whatever your belief
I don't get
is
hung
as
up
far
on
as
that.
sin.
That
I'm
don't
not
trigger
getting
me
hung
no
up on
more,
that either.
Rodale, baby. That don't trigger me no more. It's all sin. And
It's
yes,
all
sin
sin.
is sin, but but we're talking about the bigger picture.
Right.
That when people say that, it's like equivalent to abortion. No, it always bringing it back to something and missing the bigger picture of this. There's so much sin that went in them files, Rodale. Them DOJ files. There's a lot of sin that went on in there.
And it's crazy to me. People be so worried about sending people to hell.
Yeah.
It don't make no sense. I'm not talking about you, Rodale, but I'm just saying in general. The people that are sending people to hell, just make sure you're going to heaven. You make sure.
Right. Make sure that you're loving people into the kingdom and not condemning them into shame.
That part.
That's what we want to make sure that we're doing. If you feel that they are sinning, and that's anybody, if you feel someone is sinning and full of sin, what are you doing to make sure that they are sinless? Because, of course, you are too. You're sinless. So,
but I'm not a pastor. I think pastors probably have a different plight. I'm not. I don't know. But it's not my place to point out your sin.
It's not.
That's not my place to tell you the truth in love. You're going to hell. That is crazy to me.
Yeah, they're gonna cut up Monday.
My only commandment, according to the scriptures, is to love you.
Right.
We can't even master love, and we sending people to hell, and we talking about we telling people the truth.
We don't have the love thing together yet.
Not at all.
The love thing is not together because we're still picking and choosing how we're going to love, because we're loving with conditions. We're loving with, I love the sinner, not the sin. Not really. That's good to say, but I don't really think they really believe that. I don't think they believe it. Every day the church talks more about homosexuals than straights who love him. It's just, and it's always kind of, the unfortunate part is it comes down to that. That's where Earl Carter was taking his video to. Don was a pervert. He was, he called him a pervert. All went back. Huh?
But Earl, what are you when the lights is out and your YouTube is closed down? What are you? Because if we had a camera in your house, this is the stuff I'm saying.
There's a Kabbalah everywhere.
closet.
Open up that closet. Let me see what's going on there.
Let me see what's in your closet.
You
understand? What you got going on in there, Earl?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Shoot, that's what I want to know. Because as I tell you, when you fight so much against it, it just brings, it allows me to have just a little question up about you. Yeah.
You worried about sin, Rodell, and I understand what you're saying. Sometimes we're worried about the wrong.
Let Rodell go to heaven.
No, yes, that's fine. But I'm just saying, we're worried about sin, but we're not worried about our love walk. We're not worried about walking in forgiveness, because what you don't understand is while you're making sure that you are sinless, faultless, and without blame, did you treat that person right the other day in the store?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know how to love that person that did an injustice towards you? Have you forgave them really? Or do you still have a little piece of resentment from 1998? That's the part that's being judged.
Rapture check. Talking about heaven, and it's like it's really like we don't know who's going to heaven and hell. You know that,
we
Courtney?
don't.
We have no clue.
I want y'all to go, but I am most concerned about me and my family.
I'm most concerned about me. I'm most concerned because I don't have any control. First of all, I don't have any control of when I leave up out of here.
Right.
Now, we have a faith walk. And with the faith, we have a hope that, we'll be able to see a place called heaven. There's a hope because it's what we've been talking about.
Alex, though. Alex said, I have my resentment since 98, and I'm not giving it up.
I'm not giving it up. Keep it. Take it to hell with you, because Rodell said, well, they don't speak about, if you're not gay, you all right. Keep your resentment. Just don't be gay, okay, Alex?
But my thing is, I just pray I'm making it. Listen,
well, that's all you can do. That's all you can do. That's all any of us can do. Is pray we make it in.
You pray that you're not a castaway. You feel me? Paul said that, and he was the chief apostle.
Yeah.
He thought he was walking that straight line.
Yeah, but he still said, Lord, I hope I make it.
Period. Lest I be out here preaching this gospel and then I'm a castaway. What?
And then the thing about it, and when it says, and then all I want the Lord to say is, well done, good and faithful servant.
Please.
But when you think about that, there's nothing that we can just do to make him say it. We just have to live a life of love, live a life of, helping your fellow man, and live a life as best as we can. Because at that, if you want to believe that scripture, all we do is have a hope. These folks need to, stop pulling people into heaven and hell.
Our works are not going to get us there, ladies and gentlemen. The work's not going to get you there.
It's not.
We are saved by grace through faith. Now, I'm not going to preach because, honey, we got the theologian Josh and all of them.
He had never heard of Paul struggling with lust.
Say what?
Hold on. Let me see something. Did Paul in the Bible struggle with the lust? I said the lust.
The lust.
Let's see what ChatGPT say. I'm gonna get you. Short answer, yes. Listen up, Joshua.
Yeah, the lust of the eye.
Paul openly talked about an intense inner struggle, but the Bible never explicitly says he struggled with sexual lust specifically. What he does describe is a deep war between flesh and spirit that many believers understood to include sexual temptation. And it goes,
Josh tearing down my sermon. Paul said a lot of stuff, Courtney. He did. See, that's why I'm not preaching. Y'all come to my church, y'all don't get half this word.
Oh, we read the Bible over here. We read the Bible. But But and it's like the struggle is always going to be there. That's why it's so important to not just have social justice preaching over the pulpit every Sunday, because there's a struggle that we still have with our mind, the mind. Noel Jones talked about the mind, the mind. So you have to speak to things of the mind and the spirit, not just the community and socially and stuff like that. That's why it has to be a balance, y'all. And that's what I don't know. I just cannot. I can't go to them kind of churches. I thank God for them, but there's a struggle that I think people miss if that's all you talk about every Sunday.
Yeah, and they are necessary, but I do pose the question: are they effective?
Right.
They are necessary, but are they effective?
I need 2 more of you. I have 6 minutes for 2 more of you to do 2 super chats, $5 or more in the chat, so I can reach my goal. We have 6 minutes to do it. I think it can be done, Courtney. What do you think?
It can be done.
It can be done.
We will send you some Miracle Spring water.
Yes, you do it right now. You thought I brought it from Nordstrom's. It came from Jesus. The Springs of Jesus.
That water cost about $50, didn't it?
No, I think it was about $3.
Josh said, "Oh my God, don't let me find out CMA." He probably did.
Wait a minute. He said, the struggle of the flesh is real. Social justice is not the only problem. Yeah, that's true. That's true. For the good that I would not. Come on now. That's Bible. For the good that I would, I do not. But the evil which I would not, that I do. Oh, that's what it was. That's the word. That's the word.
Y'all theologians don't come for us for quoting these scriptures, because they'll be quick to be like, that's not what that means.
Just said, don't let
email me. Okay?
Oh my God, don't let me find out CL made it in. CL, listen here, we don't know the conversations CL had with the Lord on his last days. We have no idea. If the men on the cross could get in without being baptized in Jesus' name or the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, and speaking in other tongues as the Spirit gave utterance, and he said, "You forever, you gonna be with me in paradise." I'm going to paradise. Somebody preach that tomorrow. I'm going to paradise. I felt that thing. Woo!
It been on you a lot lately. You finna go on and start you a church. I know you just want to church.
Woo! I got a call from heaven. CL didn't make it. Hello, Jacob. Yes, this is CL. Franklin. Oh, he's too nasty. Oh no, they said he's too nasty. Joshua. He didn't make it.
Look, Josh, if he made it, surely.
But again, that's the whole thing of someone's life. You don't know. You don't have that in your hand. You don't know that. You need to be in heaven. We need to whoop the squall together. Hoop and squall together. Yeah. You got to have some hoopers and squallers in heaven now.
Josh said he unsubscribing. Good night. Jason said we all going to St. James Church. I know that's right. Everybody going to St. James Temple.
Temple. Yeah, but the very few that have been called by the Spirit, because the Spirit leads to deal with the issues and process that. Well, that too, because we got a lot of people who's talking loud, but they ain't really dealt with, because I think that's because they're on an agenda, Courtney. I think they're on a track.
What kind of agenda?
They want to move up in the political. They want to be Martin Luther King. A lot of these folks want that. A lot of these folks want that. Mm-hmm.
But be Martin Luther King to do what?
Well, the clout, the
what do you want to do?
The speaking engagement.
You want to get death threats all the time?
Come on now.
That's what you want to sign up for?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you going to incite actual change?
They looked at the good movie of Martin Luther King in some of the good movie. They looked at the good one.
Happy birthday to you. birthday.
Come on, Alto.
I am carrying it. No. This no
Wasn't that a
makeup
good,
thing got
strong
me.
alto?
It sure was.
Well, it was a little tenorish, but yeah, we could have put her up. That was uncomfortable. You know, them altos are getting lazy. Can I sing tenor tonight? No,
Right.
you cannot. I tell them all the time. Chris, I can't. My throat. I said, yeah, just you want a ginger snap? What you need? Give them a little ginger chew. And they over there barking. Don't play me. No, I don't do that. Soprano. Can I sing alto today? My throat. Well, no. Vocal rest till we
If
sing.
I sing again, I'm singing tenor, and that's on me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you make a lot of money from speaking engagements. That's what they're looking at. That's
Sure
what they're
do.
looking at. Yeah. Pat Smith says she gonna join. Yeah. So what did you do for your birthday today, Joshua?
Don't ask him nothing, because honey,
Listen,
he'll let you have
listen.
it like how he let me have it, honey. He said, "Tend to your own business." Go ahead.
Well,
Saint. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
he was speaking to a lady also.
Ooh.
A woman.
I watched my favorite movie, slept, had some Italian food, and called it a day.
Ooh, that's good. See, Courtney,
Call
you're
it
supposed
a
to be
day.
doing this, Courtney.
See. That's all. What Lauren Hill said, it can all be so simple. It can all be so simple.
It'll all be so simple.
But you choose to. The
Make it
rebellious
hard.
spirit in you, make it hard. Yes, sir.
Claire
Yes, sir.
Ward. Yeah.
I
Cover
want to
your
come on
head
two
and be
things.
quiet. Mhm.
Since
Go
our
ahead.
dear speaker mentioned Paul 10 times, I want to read some couple of scriptures that Paul also wrote.
Uh-oh.
The head of every woman is who? That's one.
Oh God!
Second one.
Speak, Paul.
The
Paul.
same
They
Paul.
love Paul around here. Let him speak.
The
Go
same
ahead,
Paul.
Joshua.
The same Paul. This one right here. The one she brought up.
The same Paul.
The same Paul.
Mm.
No, I wanted to clarify something I said to Ella Lewis. And church, don't take this for gospel, okay? This is just me going to my theological bag. There are some people, including the forefathers, who were theologians who thought Paul had a homosexual issue. And they laid evidence of that as to why he was so hard on women, that he can stand women. He's a misogynist, they think. So I interpret that the dual twins of sin and flesh and spirituality is something sexual that he tries to overcome. And I'm actually working on a sermon called Paul's Three Prayers. Paul said, I prayed 3 times. And on that 3rd time, the Lord said, my grace is sufficient. However, if you're speaking theologically sound, it is improper to say Paul had a lust problem because he does not clarify that. It is a sin problem. We know that much. But the lust part is not something that we have Bible to back up, although most of us do believe that.
And from what I read, they said, people have pointed it that way to a sexual lust, but it really didn't speak to it. Go ahead.
Yeah. And then secondly, I need something more. Courtney said something that's very good. She said about, I need my Sundays to be for salvation. That is very important, especially when you have people who are more socially astute than Christian, or their salvation is lacking. They will debate and parse judgments on social issues, but their old soul is wanting. And I'll get more into this on Monday with the brilliant panel I'm on. But let's remember, the old church had a saying, time is filled with swift transition. Not on earth, including social issues, unmovable stand. Build your hope so your foundation should on things eternal.
Come on now. You gotta hold.
He is so Baptist. My God.
Hold it.
You gotta hold.
You gotta throw your little song in there. Go ahead.
Unchanging hand. Hold to his hand. Yes, sir.
I like when they say trust
in him.
He'll never leave you.
Boy. boy, don't start nothing. Don't
Thank y'all
start
for
nothing.
tuning in, because these two.
This is
Start nothing.
Monday, y'all. They're gonna be on I Am Courtney Phillips' page. Oh no, Jesse's
No.
page. Well, they're gonna be on yours too, right? Okay, Jesse and I Am Courtney Phillips. Make sure you go over there. What am I doing?
They only gonna be on Jesse's because I can't.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Simultaneously
Jesse
stream.
online, Jesse online. Make sure you guys go over there and subscribe. It is a much needed conversation we need to hear every week. We need to hear every week. The millennials need to speak to what's going on now, how the church is involved, how the church needs to be more involved, and make sure. And from this conversation, make sure there's a balance of involvement. A balance.
Deion Sanders is goofy. He talking about, hold on, let me get Paul on
Get
the line.
Paul on the phone. Get him call the main line.
That's Josh.
Also,
Like,
I will be doing my first complex mindset live tomorrow.
Oh, great.
At 6 Central. So if the weather permits and travel is not delayed, I will be tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
At J. Eliezer.
J. Eliezer.
Okay. In chat.
There it is right there. It's underneath his thing. If you guys can see, it's right under his name.
Child, the Saints gonna be over there tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Now let's see if you hold your congregation now.
Oh, Londa
put you back at 70.
Look, Londa said, go enjoy your birthday. Bye.
Thank you, Londa.
Well, you back at 69. We was putting you at 70, for tomorrow. But yeah, I can't wait for that. Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving all the YouTube plants that is going and around here. I think we have some great people. There's great commentators that we have. We already have some good people around the YouTube, so this is a great thing to be added. Where are you at, Miss Regina? You've been on that vacation too long. Get off the boat. Oh, that's a
for
preach
real
right
though.
there.
I've been waiting.
Get
on
off
her.
the boat.
That's a whole
she
summer
over there
right there,
selling bags and everything.
Yeah. Come on back here now. There, you guys click on it in the chat and just click on it right there, and then you should be able to just press subscribe. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it right now. Yep, I did it. Now you're at 6. Look at God, or 5, one of them.
I want to speak to the difference. I'll be very, very succinct. The difference between the Baptist preacher and his social issues sermon versus the Pentecostal. Remember, there's a question of education here also.
Oh, come on now.
And a question of exposure.
Right.
I keep saying this because it's important. I have a very diverse.
Yes, we do, sir. Go ahead.
I have a very diverse friend group. And in that friend group are those Pentecostal preachers who can tell you current events save their lives, but they have opinions on them. And their opinions are steeped in their misogyny, steeped in their homophobia, and steeped in their misinterpretation of the Bible. And it's important to realize, what is this preacher here to do? Get you to heaven, quote unquote, or the preacher's a whole man? And a lot of us are expecting the whole man sermons from preachers who don't even know how to live outside of the church themselves. They are nothing outside of the church. Educationally, socially, career-wise, nothing. And so that's most of the importance. And then you have the Baptist preacher who found his or her place in social issues, but still haven't overcome their own issues to see Jesus for themselves. So it's a blend of both, if you will.
But I forgot about that component of it, especially the education, because even coming out of, they wanted you to go to our little college, our little course, but they didn't really promote seminary.
Come on.
Because seminary would have debunked the apostolic doctrine.
A lot. I've had conversations with St. James with people. And for example, the first original script for the Bible was called a Didache. And I was trying to go into a debate about are apostles relevant or not today. And I mentioned the Didache to a person who has a PhD behind their name, and he didn't know what I was talking about.
Absolutely not.
So surely your PhD told you that. I'm gonna
My
find out
pastor
he
had a
went to
DD behind his name, and
and the schools are not accredited. The schools are
no,
it's a 6-month course. Like so it's important to know who you're dealing with.
it is, and I think that backs up my statement a little bit more, Joshua, because I had that thought of the Baptist guys are more leaning towards the social justice. So I'm glad you put a little clarity to that, because that is something that we need to really think about. Because in the Pentecostal church, we were about the Spirit.
Yes, sir.
The unction of the
Yes, sir.
Holy Ghost.
Yes, sir.
I can preach because I got the anointing to preach. And I can,
There was no
I'm more
balance there
charismatic.
either.
There was no
It
balance, more
wasn't. It
charismatic.
wasn't.
We were the more
It was
entertaining we were.
spirit, and not enough education.
The more entertaining we were, the more anointed we came off to people. They didn't look at us, our background on education. Not saying all the Pentecostals were not educated. That's not what I'm saying. Because we have in the PW, you have Dr. Horace Smith. You got a lot of educated people. But there is a thing where now they're just so and they're too anointed to even talk about social justice. We talk about Jesus. See, that balance is off.
If you notice, the Pentecostal church teach about God's favor. The Baptist church tell you go to school and get a career.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's those slight nuances that show you. Even my own family, once again, I was born and raised Pentecostal. So even in my own family, it was God's going to do it himself. It's going to be this miracle. No. He's not. And there are still people in my life back home in Macon in Atlanta who are still holding on to waiting on God. Well, bro, you could have been had this by 20, 30 years ago.
Right.
But you refuse to go out and do the work because we seem to think there's a gulf between us and the world. And in that gulf, God is going to give us the bridge across into the world. No, he's not. He's not. Your salvation has one goal, to get you beyond here. But your work ethic, your genius, your discipline is what he gave you to manage here until then.
Right. That's good. Doctor is teaching on the diacony with Miss Regina on Mondays on the Juice Radio Talk. Yes.
Good, K. That's good. That's good.
Yeah. We need that, Doctor. What's it, Dr. Kifa Benzi's real? I don't know how to pronounce that.
Israel.
Okay, Israel. We be overthinking it.
We'll help us one to another. It's okay.
People be coming up with these names. Moses Tyson is in the building, everybody. Did they shush you, Moses? You don't let them shush you, Moses. No, I'm just playing. Shh, be quiet, Moses.
Please.
Be quiet, Elder Bishop. He said he's going to be playing tomorrow at Noel Jones Church. All right. Come on now. Y'all going to have some church on tomorrow. Now, they apostolic, Moses. They're not Kojic.
Man, Noel Jones by apostolic is you, St. James. Man, please.
Right.
Man, please.
You got that right. You got that right. He about as apostolic as I am at this present time. Exactly.
You have to work with God. Faith without works.
Come on.
You do.
Come on.
Where it say work with God?
Huh?
Where it say work with God?
I'll give you an example. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go
Moses here now is at the Red Sea. There are about 1 million Hebrews behind him.
Talk.
And he hear the dust of chariots behind Israel. And there are mountains on either side. And Moses is hearing the things of, how dare you bring us into this wilderness to die? Moses goes to God and said, God, I have nothing but land, sea, and a grumbling crowd. God told Moses, what are you crying about? What more do you want? What do you think I have more for you, Moses? What's in your hand, sir? Now, surely with my word, I made the sea. So, of course, telling the sea to part wouldn't be bad. However, I've given you dominion on this earth. Do me one favor. Whatever in your hand, you tell the sea to part. Another thing, too, once you cross it, turn around and close it back. Because why? It's in your hands now.
You got to work with God.
Come on.
Excuse me. But what about the finished work of Jesus? Jesus
No.
already did it.
That's salvation.
That's
We talking
salvation.
about getting
That's
things
salvation.
done in your life.
Amen. Amen.
Okay.
We ain't talking about salvation.
Do you think that the Lord can down? Now, I know of a preacher who asked the Lord, let me be bilingual because I want to go into the world. And the Lord literally overnight gave him the ability to speak several languages. And he's fluent too. But in the normalcy of life, the Lord does not give you these things. He gives you the memory. He gives you the access. He gives you the ability to go get those. Remember, this world is ours. We have dominion. Last point, St. James.
Can
Miles
I
Monroe.
read something before you go to your
Please,
last
yes, sir.
point?
Please, yes, sir.
For we are laborers together with God.
Hey.
Ye are God's husbandry. You are God's building. Thank you, Mark.
Hey.
Sometimes we got to get the women together. See,
oh God.
See, Paul knew. Even in all that sin Paul had, Paul knew. One thing I'm sure of, keeping girls quiet, all right? He's clear about that.
My God.
My last point. That is imperative that you realize the Lord, when God gave Adam dominion, that dominion was bequeathed to you and I also.
Yeah.
God is not some magical fairy wonder in the sky. He would never do more for you than you do for yourself. What is a miracle? A miracle only happens when you have exhausted all you can. For example, the man who was blind, he couldn't go see. You can't study to go see. You can't go and eat carrots to go see. That's the miracle. But if he can stop eating sugar, if he can, get his diabetes under control, God would have told him, hey, go fix your ways, learn better, do better, and be healed.
Yeah. But he has some faith and some wisdom. Come on.
You don't need no amen corner. All right. That's enough.
Oh, it's here. The amen corner is all walking through the sanctuary.
Y'all
on the
should
night.
wait to preach that little message. All right.
But that's an example how people associate scriptures that don't associate with what we're talking about.
Hey, block London, if you don't mind. Block London, okay? Hey, I'm God's man. I'm God's man. Not for you.
London girl, just come on over to my church, honey.
Wake up! Wake up! Everybody,
somebody.
Wake up! Yeah, we talk about healing diabetes. Oh, it can be done. It can be done, but your faith.
But you gotta work with God.
You got to work with God. It ain't Santa Claus. It ain't Christmas around here. It's these are the spiritual things. God created us with a will. That's right. Many times we don't operate with the capacity that God has already given. And a lot of times, like I be telling people, I ain't going to God for that. I'm not going to bother God for that. He's already given me dominion to speak to that.
Look, they said, Josh, I don't gotta go to church tomorrow after this good preacher starts. See, Josh gonna start a church for real on YouTube. Y'all think I'm playing? He finna get his 70 members.
You know what, Josh? You're in New Orleans, right?
I am.
I'll be there. I think either June or July.
How you gonna be there in July?
I'll let you know.
Okay.
Well, no.
Please do.
Things happen. It's multiple days in a month, Courtney.
Don't do that.
29 some months, 20, 30 some months.
Yeah. July got 31, June got 30. I mean,
my birthday July 30th.
Yeah.
Let me know and I'll build myself. Please do. Please do.
So St. James, if you coming closer to the end of the month, then go on and make your way. It's only 6 hours away. Make your way to Houston.
What's it? Oh, that's your birthday? The end of July?
July 30th. Yes.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Nice.
He ain't coming. Nice.
No, I am. I just don't have the date yet. Okay.
Because
I'm going with some other content creators.
Okay.
Like when I went to Seattle. Yeah. We're going to go to New Orleans. Our little traveling group.
Come on, traveling group. Okay.
Yeah, we had to weed out the crazies. A few of them. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You weed out the one. You weed them out. Then you just keep going.
Londa said, "I love you, Joshua."
Oh, look at God! 70 members again.
Listen, these members I got, they came by hamburger after a while.
You did it. Your members, they did like Timothy said. They came on home.
Come on, bro.
The angels rejoiced over one. Oh, they rejoiced. They rejoiced.
To your earlier point about Don Lemon, I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Both things can be true. Don Lemon should not be in jail, and Don Lemon shouldn't be in that church neither.
That both things
because
are true.
we would have had the biggest problem. I don't care who you are. Do not interrupt my worship service.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
No, that's a boundary now. But at the same time, being a Gestapo style arrest, go to this man's hotel at night.
Ridiculous.
I don't like that. I don't like that word.
A judge would not even. No one would sign off on it in LA. No one would sign off on it. Yeah.
What are you saying was Gestapo style? Are you referring to ICE? Are you referring to the people that were
ICE?
No, the ones that arrested.
The federal agents.
Yeah. That went and got Don Lemon. They could have waited until. So that's how Hitler and Stalin did it. They waited until dark of night and when they snatched folks. No. This is America, man.
Yeah.
That ain't how we do things here.
Again, this is a different party than what people voted for in the past.
And we're going to touch on Monday on court and not have a disagreement on misjudging someone's character based on their political affiliation.
Good.
Because it's much broader than that. Much broader than that.
She needs a little help over there with that. You think, Josh?
A little help. A little help.
You're messy.
Hey, St. James.
That ought to be a very good conversation.
St. James, let's talk. Sit on my knee. Let's talk about this for a while. All right. Sit right here. Sit right here. Let's discuss this.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
A mess.
E. Dewey Smith Jr. They call you E. Dewey Smith.
Yeah, Joshua E. Dewey Jr. Yes, Lord. Is
yeah. I'm definitely watching the Grammys. Can I watch? I ain't got no cable. What channel they come on? Stuff like that.
So long.
I don't even think I got regular TV. I don't know how I'm gonna watch it.
You're gonna have to buy one of them apps.
Buy one of the apps.
TV.
Okay. Oh yeah, I don't know how to watch, but I definitely want to watch the Grammys. I definitely do. So, Josh, are you gonna get a wife that's gonna help raise you? You
need some raising.
Franklin.
Raising.
Josh needs to be raised.
Raising. Damn it! Had a what you call them? Thing of Jews had at 12. What you call them? What's on the M? What you call them? The Jews have them at 12.
Oh, a bar mitzvah?
Bar mitzvah. Yeah, I had mine 30 years ago. We good. We good over here. We good. So tired of bro. Hey, black men.
We got to raise these men up, ladies.
Black men. It is so embarrassing that you need a mama. It is so embarrassing that you need someone to keep you in line, or else you're gonna flounder. Bro, be a man, bro. Grow up, man.
Well, now he is. He's been raised. John Gray.
And then John Gray, my 12-year-old boy was inside. But shut up. You just horny. You said that. I was horny.
Right.
Hey, J.O. said, I want a son. I got something. All right, let's move on. All right. Let's move on. All right.
That's how you do it. Old school coach, boy.
Come on,
I just say this old Gino on the line. Gino done entered the chat.
Listen.
Gino Jennings.
Let's move on. All right.
J.O. said, let's move on.
Let's move on.
The music, Maddie. Move on, Matt. Hit the music. Let's go.
Listen, play it. Play me something.
That was
Josh.
old school. That was old school, right?
What's wrong,
there.
Courtney?
Honey, who you been raised by? Woo.
Well, now, Mark, that's a good point, Mark. But if I can't be out here being dogmatic in my defense of black men, if most black men don't have the tools to be raised properly. So
well, that's
if
what
that's
Mark
the
is
case,
asking you. What do you do if you don't have the tools?
that's my point. So if the case is that most black men don't have the proper tools, then let's be quiet, okay? Let's give our women the floor, okay, and be raised. But it can't be both ways. It can't be I'm a man beating my chest. Oh, and I need to be raised.
But Kirk has never said that. Kirk has never been that guy.
But I'm hearing these new generation of men say that a lot. I cheated on my girl for the first 10 years. She dealt with me. She healed me, and now I'm a man.
And that's our fault as women.
Why must you cause harm first before you realize that being a good man is needed?
Right.
Absolutely. But I think they say that to cover up the years of wrongdoing. And I think that
to make them
women,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, is it to make the women not look foolish, like they stayed with a guy
I think so.
that long? You know, now that was her anointed appointment to help raise.
Because I bet you these women
and that's the
cringe
church
every time they say this.
Say that again, Courtney.
I said, I bet you these women cringe every time these men say this on public platforms and public spaces.
And John Gray.
Go ahead.
And John Gray went on national TV and said that man several times.
Yeah.
And when he went, told that same story.
And crying.
I want to hear that.
And crying while he do it.
I know.
At least Kirk wasn't crying on there. Oh, he had his heels on and he just said it.
But it's our fault for doing that because that's not our job.
Yeah.
We have birthed our children and we raise our children. We shouldn't be raising our husbands. Just like we should be a wife when we come through the door. You should be a husband when you come through the door.
Well, my thing is, let's do this here though. I don't know. Unless you got a wife for dummies and husband for dummies, you don't really know how approaching it. You don't really know. So growing as a wife, growing as a spouse,
absolutely,
that's different because you are going to grow into that. Because it's like when I was became a father, I was just, oh my God, I almost, I was looking at it come out and I had to go to the vent and breathe the air because I thought I was going to throw up. I didn't know what was happening, and then they popped the baby out. Oh, it was a whole scene. I thought I was going to pass out, and then because I was just seeing stuff come out of stuff that I didn't need to see ever in my life. I just didn't need it in my life, and I see it now in the spirit. And oh my God, it was something else. But I did when I held my baby when she was laying there, and she looked up at me in that little incubator. She looked up at me. I said, Lord Jesus, I'm a father. Didn't know how to be. Didn't have mine running around. I didn't grow up with mine. I didn't know. So I had growing pains. And then I had, it was a lot of growing pains. But I can see that. So you can't step into a marriage knowing you don't know. You can't step into father in first time, you don't know. But I don't want to say that I can't even say my daughter raised me. That's like saying my daughter helped raise me. No. My daughter was so gentle and loving during me trying to father her, even through mistakes and through, I'll say that.
Experience will help you to evolve. We're forever evolving. We're forever learning.
Yeah.
No one comes to the table fully aware of how to deal with another human being.
Right.
That takes time. And over time we evolve to a certain point. But me raising you, that's something totally different, because I'm raising my daughters, and in raising them, I am training them. So maybe there is a certain amount of training. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But
I think
go ahead.
I think what Courtney is saying, St. James, is you had the basics to build on. So, for example, you didn't have to be told, "This is your daughter. You have to feed her and get a job." You
Some
had
men
those,
do.
and so
I didn't need it.
from that right there, then you learn how to be a father and change your daughter XYZ. I think what she's saying is, when you come to the table, you should know that I have to be a husband. These are the basics of being
Yeah.
a
Yes.
wife, of being a husband.
Yes.
Now we can grow from there:
Yes.
communication, learning your person, XYZ. But
Yes.
why I gotta tell you that the house need also, cleaned by you too? Why I have
Yeah.
to tell you that, take the trash out, or either the bills are due? Those are things that you should know before you came to me.
No,
Yeah.
and you should know that once you enter into a marriage covenant, that there should be no other parties involved.
Right.
I shouldn't have to tell you how to have self-discipline.
Listen now.
He don't like
Listen
this
now.
type. He don't like that
It's just
holding
like Brian, but it's just like
back.
Brian Carn. You talking about your taxes, talking about I didn't know, but you learned how to cheat. Who taught you how to cheat on your taxes? You didn't know you had to pay them and you had to do estimated taxes. But then who taught you how to cheat? So we come in knowing certain things, as you said, that are in us. Cheating was bound all up in Brian.
The foundation is we know right from wrong, and we can start at the foundation and work our way through discernment, through just mere common sense.
I'm still trying to figure out. I asked my ex-wife the other day. I said, I don't remember changing my daughter's diaper.
Did you
She
ever?
said, because you didn't.
My
I said, I know I must have did it like once. She said, I don't think you ever did it.
You probably know it. You probably didn't, St. James, and you didn't.
I don't remember it. I don't.
But it's
I don't think
right.
I ever changed her diaper.
You're an amazing.
Because her mom was so territorial over her, so I'd use that excuse. Yeah.
You use that excuse?
Yeah. She was really like, get my daughter. Ah! Okay. He said common sense ain't common, Courtney. Yeah.
Look at Londa's comment also, St.
A
James.
woman
That's
shouldn't
good.
be celebrated for surviving a man's mess, nor should a man be applauded for basic decency after years of damage. Come on, Londa. Come on, Londa.
Wait now.
Look, Josh don't
What a
like
man
that.
side at. Come on now. I thought it was more
Josh
than
don't
that.
like that. Thank you,
That
Londa.
ain't deep, Jacqueline. That ain't deep. That a deep
Yeah.
as bathtub water. That ain't deep.
You said that's shallow. You said that's 3
shallow.
feet.
That's 3 feet. That's Genesis 1:1. That ain't deep.
No, that's good. That's good, Londa.
That was good, Londa.
But I think that's what it and trust us, we're not fooled. We understand probably what Kirk Franklin meant, but it's the presentation of it that makes you seem like a simp a little bit.
Black men,
it
stop
does.
saying that
No,
foolishness. Like, let's just
no.
stop.
Courtney, you can't. Courtney. There's a way that we speak to each other that will sound harsh to y'all, but get the point driven across to each other. And that does, you never make your woman look less than.
Yeah.
And those comments in some ears tend to.
Well, I think he thought it kind of catapulted her up.
For
It
sure.
really,
No.
It does.
made her feel a certain way. But what it tells us, baby, you've been through a lot with that nigga.
Come on, St. James.
That's what it tells us.
That's what we sitting at home, and that's what I was saying, Josh. I was saying, stop saying stuff like that publicly. Just honor your wife. You don't have to do it. You don't have to say thank you for raising me. Come on. Just say, I honor my wife. Like, I don't know if they be looking for extra words to say just to really exalt their wife, but there are so many other words to say than thank you for raising me.
Do what
Yeah.
Mr. Obama did when he was giving Michelle her flowers, when he was saying farewell. Thank you for your patience, your XYZ. Those are words that speak to her humanity and speak to her sacrifice without rehashing those less than ideal times, if you will.
Yeah.
But for these guys, it's not enough. Saying that is not enough. They got to find all the words, and they be finding all the wrong words.
Well, and sometimes Kirk likes to be really deep that he drowns, you know.
We love you, Kirk.
Those are the words. Those are the words.
Saint James Show. We love you, Kirk. We really do. Brother.
And, you know, and he is one of our pillars of gospel music. I would say he's probably the most successful and gospel music artist of our time. And he's going to continue to get the flowers. You know, they give BT, everybody gives him his just due because he does actually put the work in. We understand that. We know his history. We've heard his story. We know that there was aches and pains and bruises and things that he's accomplished and gone through. But I think sometimes, like you said, we take it for granted that we have to, you know, push the other person up. But sometimes it doesn't necessarily make them feel a certain way because it makes them feel like they suffered and now people feel sorry for them. And I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing. Just don't say it like you say, Courtney. Just don't say that kind of stuff.
And lastly, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I want men, young men particularly, let's normalize leaving women alone for a season. Let's normalize getting ourselves together. Let's normalize not needing women to go through the worst with us to prove themselves. Now, I'm not saying
that's good.
that they shouldn't have to, like, for example, if you're wealthy, well off, okay, how would I know that if I lost it all tomorrow, you'd be with me? That's different. What I'm saying is, let's not need women to be more than just partners to us. And a lot of us have needed our women to be more than partners. And what happens is they can never, in my experience, like being around this, they'll never love you to their max because they always have that resentment towards you. Most times you've hurt them. Most times you've drained them in some area. And you never gave them go ahead.
You need to watch it because you know your wife or your partner is your mama, and then you go out and look for the hoe who ain't your mama, who gives you the satisfaction because you can't look at your wife in the same way because you done put her in a mama kind of category.
That's right.
You can't even have sex with her no more because you figure she's a nag or she reminds you of your mama.
Come on, St. James.
You know, you gotta watch. There's a line there that you don't want to cross in the little area you don't want to put your partner in because you're gonna go out looking.
That's
to
right.
Get satisfied. Because you don't get satisfied by your daddy or your mama.
And then make it her fault. Well,
you never
turned me. Yeah, you never. No. You put me in this category. You put me in this headspace. And when I reacted to it, it became that now it's my fault. So I said, come. And Courtney's right. Come already having some kind of foundation.
Yeah.
And I ain't calling you daddy. So
not in public.
I'll need to hear. Don't worry about it.
Ain't gonna be like Monique daddy. I tell you that Monique thing it makes me cringe.
Mind your business. That's what I need. That's called love.
Tommy, if Kirk wasn't Kirk, I don't think he would have. Tammy is be able to stay with her that long. She is very beautiful. She really is. We don't. Now they son over there naked today on Instagram, changing clothes, naked, showing his booty, his pubic hairs, and everything.
Why are you so funny, bro?
Carry on. That's what he doing today.
That's their son.
No, his son. That's Kirk's son.
That was his son. Okay.
Yeah, that's Kirk's
son. Tammy
had
to raise him, so he couldn't raise Carry On, I guess.
Yeah. I think
On
that's
this season,
something.
we love you, Kurt Franklin.
And
Yeah.
our sons follow this mess too. We deemed them as generational curses, but our sons follow this. My father, my biological father was one once who needed to be raised, and a lot of his sons are that way.
They followed in the
Without
steps.
without a woman, they don't have a place to stay. Without a
Wow.
woman, they don't have, if a woman don't find them a job and connect with them, they don't have networking. They don't have a friend circle.
There's a lot of that going on.
It is.
It is whole lot of that going on.
A whole lot.
And that's concerning.
It is a shame.
And the only way to protect your saleswoman is, I don't care how fine he is, I don't care how good that hammer is. Read for what he is. Right? Don't no red flags.
Fully raised.
Yeah, I often say Erica said, "Come fully raised, or don't play with adults." I say,
Come on.
Because if you're getting married, getting a woman for a mama, or just like you say, get a place to stay. When you get into somebody's house for a place to stay, they your pimp.
Whoever got the money got the power.
Hey, my grandma told my granddad one time, sleep on the couch. He said, and where you gonna sleep? I got a bed. I got a bed. Where you gonna sleep? I come that kind of carrying on.
Now, Josh, you said previously, that you've had to raise a few. What did you mean by that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because y'all talk too much. See, you recording me? See, you right there. Yeah. You use my own training. You need some
study to be quiet.
Yes, sir.
London has just pulled her tithe and offering.
Yes, that's all right. That's all right. As long as you don't pull yours. That's London. That's London. Oh, sorry. That's London. That's London.
You're coming in line pretty soon.
No. What I meant was, I was being funny, but what I meant was, when you get a woman that is used to being that, you gotta raise a man. To a guy like me, she's very annoying if you don't understand why she's that way.
Yeah.
And so it takes a season to let her feel safe and protected, to know that your guard down, okay? We good over here, all right? You ain't got to be all that to me.
Yeah. I don't want you to be my mama.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to come in like that, but no. I'm sorry. My nerves just got bad. No, so let me ask you all this. Do you all believe in training?
What do you mean by training?
Training what?
Training what? Yeah. I got some books over here. We can read.
Yeah, what we doing?
What we doing now? I got some
running. Stairmaster. What we doing?
Training someone. This is just a question. It's not necessarily a belief, but train each other.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
How to.
Yes. Yes.
It's just the word training is a little strong.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
See, I was speaking Josh language.
Okay. Yeah. No. Like training.
Put it out there. Let's talk about it. Let's put it out there. Don't let 30% ruin 70%. And that person, if they love you within reason, will. And once again, I can't fault you for not knowing how to. Whatever it is, Yeah. And I always say, don't be a good wife or a good husband. Be my wife or your husband. Because what a good wife may want and what I may want are different things.
What does that mean?
For example, a lot of men cook for me. I'm like, I don't need all that. I'm very, very simple. I give you the world. So if you come in thinking that a man wants this, you might miss on what I want. And so in your best efforts to please me, you lose me. And vice versa.
Alex in here taking notes, boy. 30%.
Yeah, that's a C.
70%. That's a C. John, these people love it.
You know what I do like about, another thing I like about kind of the Baptist culture is that aspect where they say, this is my wife. She ain't co-pastor. She ain't
That's right.
this. She's here for me, when y'all Negroes piss me off, she know how to rub on me, rub my
That's right.
head,
That's right.
to get me right. No, so she ain't, I don't need her to be enduring the woes of this ministry. That's what I like about the Baptists.
I'm
Hey,
I'm preaching.
Hey, Terry Anderson had an anniversary.
See, Courtney gonna preach. See,
I'm preaching.
Hey, Deaconess, if she get up taser, all right? If she get up taser, okay? If you go towards that pulpit, tackle her as hard as you can, okay, for the whole church, all right? Show her,
I need my
yeah.
I got to build my audience. And
Hey.
then I will have an itinerant ministry. I'm traveling.
Hey, St. James, Terry Anderson had an anniversary down in Lily Grove in Houston. And they brought the money to him, and his wife stood up. And he said, you ain't preaching that sermon. Sit down. Sit right here. It's not about you right now. This is my anniversary. You ain't preaching that sermon.
That's the one that's divorced, though, right? Isn't he divorced?
Marriage boot camp.
Oh, child, y'all having marriage boot camp in the marriage.
But I think it's way more. We we all knew that Juanita Bynum and Weeks thing wouldn't last because that ain't stuff like that. And we said, well, he has a new prophetess, but I guarantee you they approached it way differently than he did with Juanita.
But he went completely out of ministry. He ain't preaching nowhere to fully dedicate himself to his wife's ministry. And I don't know if I agree with that.
Where's he at now, Courtney?
They're in North Carolina.
Does everybody go to North Carolina to start a church?
That's the new hub. The new hub now. Raleigh and Charlotte. Hey, that's the new hub now.
So Christina Weeks is from there. So her parents had a church there that she inherited. So she already had a church. His church, on the other hand, was dwindling. And so he made a decision. Love you, Bishop Weeks. I really do. He's a good pastor and a good teacher.
Because you were a part of his ministry, right?
Right, so that's Corn, that's Jake's.
Don't do that.
Listen, I thought I went to a lot of churches. Courtney got me beat, and I'm so happy to hear it. I thought I went to a lot.
I was never a member of Corn Church. Cut it out.
Theoretically,
Corn,
tomato.
Benny Hinn.
Benny Hinn, you know what? Y'all
Roberts.
Shut up.
Just be easy, hold tight. Listen, Londa, 30 years, she could teach something, right?
For real, they still.
I call Londa husband. I'm gonna give him some tips.
Right. He needs to teach.
Hey, bring him up here.
Yeah.
Good, son. I tried to tell him bring Mr. Chris up here. She probably telling him right now. He don't want to come up here.
Are you from Georgia, Londa, originally?
Yeah, is Yolanda from Georgia? I think
originally, no.
Oh, originally.
Okay.
No.
Because Atlanta girl's different. That's why I asked.
Say what?
Atlanta girl's different.
How they different?
Oh, a whole
Nah, the Juanita, her and Valerie doing good.
Shut up, St. James.
Oh, that's my bad.
Mother in the spirit.
She said that's her mother in ministry. That's her daughter.
I respectfully disagree. Shardy Sharp said the wife should have. Okay, I can't read it. Respectfully disagree. The wife should have in ministry with the husband. And if the first lady is being disrespected by the church family, good night, Shard.
Good night, baby.
We gonna go on and go.
Shardy is a start apostolic.
Okay,
I feel it in the spirit, and he has a lot of old time ways. He is stuck on what was PAW? He old school Bishop G.T. Hayward. In my opinion. You want to remember
Father Hayward or Daddy Hayward or something like that?
No, this is somebody else.
No. And I may be saying the wrong thing. Who was the white man back there at PAW?
Wait, what, Londa? Londa said you want a member, but you was taking the bus around there.
Right.
Around
That's
where?
what she was doing, Yolanda. She would anybody taking a bus to church for 2 years. I think you a member.
Who?
Brian
Oh yeah,
Carn.
that's right. That's right, Londa. Hey, Londa.
Does it come back to memory now?
Hey, you can come by airway. You can come by train. You can come by bus.
Airway. You can reach me by airway.
Come on.
First of
Come
all,
on, boy.
I have a car, and there are such things as planes,
That-
ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
Bishop
I was
Paddock.
not
That's what I
catching
meant.
nobody's bus.
She from Florida originally.
Okay, Londa.
Bishop Paddock is who I was talking. You know, he knew that he is so PW.
I thought he was talking.
Take it. No.
Okay.
He apostolic. You
Oh,
want to
okay.
remember, but you was taking the bus around there.
That's all I was talking about.
Why is it that most of the so listen, y'all, this ain't me, okay? This ain't me. It's what I've heard and I've observed my whole life. Once again, Londa, this ain't me. Okay? I've heard that the last phase of a hoe is get extra spiritual, become a preacher.
They done done it all. They done had all types of them. They done had all the every
I look around,
size,
I look around Macon.
every
I look around New
I
Orleans.
almost said so.
I be doggone. They one line. They boy.
Oh, you
care who tell
preaching
it.
now?
Oh, you preaching now?
Oh, okay, all right.
Got a head covered. Got a white stockings and black shoes on. Got her white shoulders on, boy.
But he still be trying to hit though.
Too late. Been there. I know about you.
They seasoned. He gonna try to hit. They seasoned.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
It ain't gonna take much. One Bible scripture and you gotta.
I cannot.
But growing up in church, I mean, Josh would know. I mean, it ain't nothing new under the sun. Not at all. Oh my goodness, 3 hours, y'all. I gotta go. I didn't mean to be
Don't say nothing about going to dinner because you just left from dinner.
Oh, I'm not going nowhere. No, I am going and resting so I can get up and go to church in the morning.
Go to church because you sure don't go to Bible studies and prayer meeting because they want you to prayer meeting too.
They sent me the text too. I said, "Oh, okay."
Real quick, do Marvin show his service tomorrow?
Well, we'll see, won't we?
Oh, he gonna show that service. He wants y'all to
cut Josh mic off.
Telling too many other secrets, but Josh.
Y'all like my speech. It ain't my fault.
Y'all go around there to his page tomorrow. You said it's tomorrow, right?
Yes, ma'am.
J. Eleazar.
Yep, at YouTube.
Did I say it wrong?
I gotta go to my new members class tomorrow.
Or Saint James coaching. Can I persuade you otherwise? Is it too late? Is it too late?
Yeah.
This ain't right with me.
You don't understand the city I live in. You just don't understand the city I live in.
He gotta go where he
open, available. A good AME. A good AME one
open.
Available.
No, we don't even have any good thriving AMEs here. My grandmother was one of the pillars of the AME church here. I used to come here and sing at that church every time we visited for Christmas time and summertime. They used to have me singing, "What a friend we have in you." My grandma be over there playing.
Come on.
Josh, you
AME was
AME
popping then.
I said, Josh, you AME Zion?
No, baby. I'm primitive Baptist.
AME Zion is different than because that was AME something African.
It's African Methodist Episcopal.
Yeah,
but the Zion is another type of.
That's
AME.
It is another
rebels. That's
right.
the rebels.
Oh, is that the rebels? Okay.
Got mad at them and left.
That's right.
Oh, gotcha. Mm-hmm.
The Zion, the AME Zion, they got a little more spirit behind them.
Yeah,
I think they speak in tongues a little bit.
Yeah, they do a little bit more.
The East Coast AME have more spirit, I noticed, than the Southeast or the West Coast. The East Coast AMEs, they speaking. Jamal Bryant, for example, mother was AME.
Yeah,
ooh, Reverend C.
Well, the church he had is in Baltimore's AME.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But then the same kind of church in Georgia or like Macon or in, let's say, Houston
It's not
would
the
be
same.
more, there you go, conservative, more traditional.
More Methodist.
Yeah, pretty much.
But now in Atlanta, they may get with it. I think they do.
See, Atlanta, Atlanta is a melting pot. So I don't really count those as being traditional cities.
Okay.
Your Baltimore's, your Philadelphia's,
Mm-hmm.
your New York's. Those are still more of the upbeat, charismatic AMEs.
It said Zion was started in New York.
Yes.
I can believe it.
What time are you going live?
10:45 is that's Marvin. 10:45. So East Coast. So it's 7:45 for me. That's why I say I'll be up like too early. Yeah, but
Josh, what time you going live tomorrow?
oh, you mean live?
6 Central. 6 Central.
The same time as the ladies' first panel?
I can go later then. No. Let's do 8 maybe.
No, you don't have to change your time.
No, I won't.
Don't let me push.
We all a team. Because I want to talk about y'all. We can get off. So we all a team.
Well, my thing is, the only reason I like for people to kind of stagger so everyone can support each other. That's the only reason.
That's true. That's true. I wasn't trying to be controlling. I was
no, it's just we want to give you the support, and we know that some of them are going to be over there at that time. What you said 4? What yours is 4?
He says 6 Central.
Yeah, but what is
y'all's
6 Central?
Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so 7 Eastern.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So we'll do mine at 8 Central then. That's enough time.
Oh, that's not too late for you.
And then give me home. No, I need to get home and get settled back in too. So 8 Central.
Okay. Are you bringing a word? What can we expect?
So I have 2 channels. Holy and Whole. That's my more traditional. That's my more ministerial channel. So
what you doing?
Every Sunday we're gonna have a 20-minute little sermon on the topic about being whole in a certain area, and then but my live stream would be just the Complex Mind live stream. We discuss everything. We challenge each other. We are free. As long as we're respectful, and as long as we are truly ourselves. That's all I ask.
I'm gonna challenge the heck out of you. Go around there.
I'm used to it by now. So come on.
And my thing is, just start off how you feel comfortable. Just just start off how you feel comfortable. I wouldn't stress about anything. Not too old. That's one of my favorite. You need to go. Moses Tyson be there tomorrow at Noel Jones. Bishop Moses Tyson.
Mm-hmm. That's
church is always packed. Is it smaller now, or he's still thriving? Noel Jones.
Who, Noel?
Yes.
Well, they're still at that Seventh-day Adventist church.
Is smaller than normal?
That's a smaller church. That's a smaller church than what he was. Than over there in where he was. Yeah.
Okay. Let me say this. I miss him at what's his old church that he inherited?
Who?
Not he sold, but he was no before that. It was called Greater Bethany.
Oh, Greater Bethany, yeah.
I miss him over there.
Now, Greater Bethany would, that was Bishop McMurray originally. That was my first bishop in the PAW.
I have cassette tapes from back in the days.
Oh yeah, Greater Bethany.
When Noel took over that church.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Was he Baptist in Longview or PAW?
PAW. No, he had a PAW church in Longview.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. You never knew what he was because he was everywhere, and he never preached
Jesus only.
Yeah, Jesus. He never preached it.
Mm-hmm. He gave me a Baptist vibe in his old school days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When he's on those modern Baptists of that time.
Yeah. Yeah, Noel's always been, that's why that's why I admired him so much. I never was a member at the church, but the people, we had a good following that left Fresno and moved to LA, and they went right to Noel Jones's church. It was just, I think when you come, you want to stay PAW, you're coming out, but you don't want to go back into bondage where you just come out. And Noel Jones gave that comfort level.
Right.
Everybody was accepted. Everybody, he didn't trip off all that other stuff. Yeah.
I have a couple of cities like that where if I move to like Houston or to New York, I already know day one who I'm joining.
Okay.
Where you joining in Houston?
Lily Grove.
The devil is a lie. No,
They won.
Lily Grove.
They won.
Is that a
don't
Baptist?
go there at Lily
It
Grove.
is Terry Anderson. They won. New York, I'm going to Concord Baptist or the Abyssinian.
Okay.
You going to Abyssinian to raise some hell. They don't need that. That's why you
Jasmine,
going
sit
around
down. Listen, I'm gonna be Johnson's right hand man. Jasmine, you sit down, Jasmine. Dr. Mason, you too.
You going just to sit Jasmine down. No.
I'm sorry, St. James. I'm sorry, brother. I'm too far. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah,
sorry.
he was
Too
in
far.
Temple. Yeah, Bethel Temple in Longview. That's where he was. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all coming up, hanging out with me this grand Saturday. Thank you, Courtney. Make sure everybody goes to I Am Courtney Phillips TV and also what is it?
Eliezer.
Eliezer. I'm gonna get it together.
You got it, man.
I already joined it, so make sure you add those, y'all. All right. I'll let y'all drop down and I'll talk to people and we get out of here.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Well, didn't our hearts burn within? Oh, yes. Johnson will cuss. Listen here. That man is off, his rocker over there. He will cuss you smooth out. Ooh, I know he want to just cuss all the plaintiffs. Just Johnson want to go crazy. Calm down. Dr. Johnson, calm down. Now you may have to reapply, but that's okay. Ooh, if they turn over this appeal, that's going to be a hoot. I'm going to have to fly to New York. Oh, yes, I am. I'm going to have to fly to New York and see what's going on over there. All right, everybody. If you would like to support the platform, you can do that right now. Zelle, PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. $ ChurchSector for Cash App, and the St. James Show, PayPal, Venmo, and also the St. James Show at att.net for your Zelle. Thank you for those who supported us through Super Chats tonight. Thank you, Jacqueline. Thank you, Bernard, Carrie Smith, and also Chantel. Thank you, and thank you again. You guys are always, and I think I've seen Erica, Philip, hold on, y'all. Joanne and Ruby. Thank you so much, everybody, for supporting the platform. I just saw those through Cash App that came through, so appreciate y'all. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the conversation on tonight. I think we had a good little conversation. I just wanted to do a little something as we end the month, and tomorrow starts Love Month. Can someone say Love Month on tomorrow? February is Love Month. February is Black History Month. So should be some interesting shows for Black History Month, but make sure they are relevant. Make sure you can run over there to Jesse Online on Monday. And you're listening to them, the millennials, talk about some good political stuff, but that is intertwined with church stuff, which is very much needed. All right. Don't be dumb. Have a good balance. Have a very good balance. 2 a.m. Not proud, but I'm proud of you too. You stayed up. You hung out with us. I appreciate y'all. All right. Listen here. We're getting out of here, but always remember, in the morning, it will be all right. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll talk soon. Peace.
All night and all day. All day. The angels keep watching over me. By this time, Miss Pearlie Daniels will be cutting up in the choir stand. Then Reverend will go on to encourage us and send us home with these words. Go home. Go to bed. Pull up the covers. gonna be all right. Lovingly submitted by the Fellowship Missionary Baptist Church.